For some reason, got the heads.
I'm just like, do you think that I could bowl these trees down?
So I like to think that we walk into town roughly at the same time, heading towards the was it the city hall?
Yeah.
Going to collect our respective bounties.
I'm just walking behind you, knocking them together like a horse sound.
Monty Python.
Like that. We're just really excited. We're running our own race.
That's just Aries.
Yeah, we're trying to call out to Aries.
Okay. We'll help you guys. Hello again.
Well, that's adventurous. We did wonder where you'd gotten to. It seems that you've, adventure found you.
Let's call it a calling. But yes, I know of one of the goblins that was on the bounty. Stars aligned. Needed to sort it out sooner rather than later. Sorry we didn't leave a note. Rather rude, but we figured that you would be around, especially after the interesting lawyer business that appeared to be popping up. But yes, okay.
You went and dealt with the goblins.
Sorry?
You went and dealt with the goblins, right? Yep.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I brought you a skull.
Slap you.
Do you want one?
Yes, you can see.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
They're great bowling balls.
Do we each get a
Excellent.
souvenir?
What's bomb?
Pardon?
What's bomb?
I'll show you. It's fine.
Excellent.
Yes, I will
That'd
teach you.
be. Oh, thank you.
You are so welcome.
How did your ventures go? Owlbears or lawyer practice?
Yeah, who did Aries kill this time?
Which one?
Bill from Colin Bear and
Aries.
Colin Beard.
Gallantly walks up, and I'm assuming he has the owlbear beaks. It's like, as you can clearly see, I brought these fine folks along with me, and they witnessed me take out 2 entire owlbears.
Oh, it's Aries. I thought it was 4.
Oh, it was 4, but I couldn't get all the beaks because, I struck them so hard, their bodies just ricocheted into pieces.
I've heard of that happening, yes.
It's a very common occurrence
I've
when
made
I
it
hit
happen.
stuff.
I felt so welcome. It was lovely to be included, to bask in our leader's radiance.
Naturally.
I throw you guys a
Oh, congratulations, my friend.
Yes, I'm keen to cash in these bounties. I'm sure they're worth 10 times your little goblin teeth, but we'll let the gold decide who's clearly the best.
Oh, well, I hope you gain any modicum of satisfaction from that.
I already have.
I can see.
Hey, Duncan, it strikes me that you have the most way with Carson. Perhaps you should lead the way and take us in, and perhaps we can wrap all of this up and perhaps maybe be on our way.
For reminding me. And I start to... Lolliput starts to kind of take out his disguise kit. And you can see almost as soon as he does kind of take out this little box full of face paints and false prosthetics and sorts of... Prosthetics.
Pathetics.
Yeah, there's some pathetics happening. The pathetics. I open up the box and it just
That's
says,
what
you're going to do great today.
That's the group name.
Fortune
The
cookies.
prosthetics.
Oh, amazing.
So you see, as soon as he kind of starts to take his box out and start to apply his disguise, there's a strange rippling that happens around him, kind of like a shadow is passing over Lollipop. And before he's even kind of brought the makeup up to his face, his whole skin tone has changed to a lighter shade, much more like Falstus's. His hair's turned black. His coat as well has kind of taken on the dull grey of a city official or a lawyer. And he's still kind of applying this face paint now over his skin, which is already kind of has the pigment on there.
Duncan, this...
Wait.
He's got to go through his process.
Really got a stamp on those brows, huh?
I just thought I might point out that if you were just Master Fenway, you wouldn't have to go through the trouble of
It's like one eye.
trying to deceive
Dude, this is the best.
on your way. I mean, be yourself, I suppose.
No, I want to see where this goes. I'm sorry.
Thank you. You get the worst pre-performance pep talks ever.
I was never one for the theatre. It was always my worst class.
And so, he's putting the prosthetic is now over the nose, which is already looks prosthetic, and he kind of takes off his coat, and you see him take off his coat through what looks like a shadowy illusion, shake out his coat, turn it inside out, and put it back on. It's all looking very kind of confusing, like he's doubling up on the same image. Okay, how do I look? My name is Duncan Knuckle. Duncan. I'm just a simple country lawyer. All right, I've got this. And Lolliput strides into the town hall past guard Frederick. Frederick, top of the morning to you.
It's evening.
Top of the afternoon.
It is literally nighttime, my guy.
Top of the.
It is now dusk.
Frederick, you've always kept me honest.
Good
and I
evening.
appreciate
Good
it.
evening. Welcome back. How was your hunting?
It was bountiful, my friend, bountiful.
Glad to hear it.
Is Governor Representative Carson in at the moment?
He's probably asleep, but you can go on here.
He's asleep in his office.
Probably.
Well,
He was asleep when you came earlier.
Frederick, and I grab him by the arm. Let's go wake him up.
Oh no, I'll wait here.
I wasn't intending for you to come with me.
Oh, good. There you go.
And I burst open the door.
You walk in, you see the office again, you see the older gentleman. He is asleep.
My friend Carson.
What is it? Oh, you're back.
Indeed I am.
What brings you back?
Well,
Wait,
look,
you're alive.
indeed, alive and richer to owlbear beaks, my friend.
Oh,
Now,
you killed the owlbears.
we retired them.
And you,
Before we move on to matters such as these, let us start with the paperwork. How did you go subdividing the Preston land for worthy farmers?
That's all
Bertrand
taken
and
care
Ezra.
of. That's all taken care of.
Taken care of in what sense?
Well, I gave them the documents. They
Right.
get half the land each,
hmm
and I get double taxes. So there you go.
It works out for everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Now, may I find Bertrand and Ezra still in town?
They probably returned to their farms.
Did they leave anything for me?
Let's see. Oh yes. Here's some gold for you. And then he hands over a bag of gold, which was 45 gold each.
No, 10 gold each.
10 gold
Yeah,
each.
20 total.
There is 17 gold pieces in the pouch. Here it is.
My friend Carson,
Your agreed upon fee.
this bag feels a little light.
No.
Now, would you say that Bertrand and Ezra are distrustful fellows?
Oh, absolutely.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Go ahead.
I also didn't realize it's nighttime. Ares is going to be like outside, but he's just going to keep his eyes out on the sky.
Okay.
Pull them out of his
You
head.
can make a perception check for it.
18.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
He also rolled an 18.
Oh.
Does that tie you to the runner?
You stare lovingly into each other's eyes and know not a thing.
However, he does have a negative modifier. 'Cause he's
Oh.
not very charismatic.
He was also just asleep.
So,
got
he
gold pieces like
he has clearly stolen the 3 gold
These
pieces.
are my napping
Or they
coins.
have just near those. Oh yes, that's the tax. Yes.
My friend Carson,
All
Am I?
transactions that occur in town occur a percentage of tax.
which I paid when we left.
Oh, this is their transaction though.
Hey, do you-
They're paying you
Then
inside
they
town
will pay
limits.
the tax.
They did.
And I start to loom over him a little bit more.
Make an intimidation check.
How tall are you?
Can I look
It's
to
the
see
strange
if I
thing
know where
is
he's
that
keeping the money?
Lolliput actually seems to grow a couple of feet as this is happening.
Plus, he's sitting down in a chair like he was just asleep.
17.
You just see there's just a pile of gold.
Can I
I'm
just
gonna take one.
So I rolled a 4 plus 7, 11.
11. What are we doing?
Intimidation. That's
Did
a
you
perfect
just wake
response to
up?
an 11.
He's doing character.
Got a bit of a distraction happening here.
Yeah.
While this is happening, can I just like
And also Andrew's
start
distracting.
walking behind his chair and it's just like all 6'9" of me just sort of being like,
He is suitably intimidated. What? Oh, well, here's your 3 gold. Here. And he goes to put his hand over onto the gold pile of gold coins beside him, which is quite a significant pile. And then you find Lilith is already there. Oh,
shoving
look
the
at you
coins
going
in her
now.
mouth.
Oh, God.
This money's all
Just
chocolate.
taking the 3, and I'm gonna pocket 10.
She's terrifying.
Agreed.
Yes, take it and leave.
I give you the 3.
Why, thank you very much.
Here you go.
It is wonderful to have such trustworthy clerks working for me. Now, before my colleagues conduct the rest of the business with our bounties, some good news.
Oh, the owl.
We did actually bump into the heir of the Jessamine Farm. Or Jessup Farm. On our travels back into town. So I expect he may come in shortly to reconvene the title of the land to his persons.
They had an heir? That's interesting.
I was surprised as you were.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's got the deed and they can prove legitimacy, he can.
Of course. And proving one's identity should be a simple enough matter in parts such as these. Correct?
Yes. We have a town register of anyone who was born or lived here for any amount of time.
And the register is kept within this building?
Yes, indeed.
I'd like to do another insight check and see if he looks anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, it's 11.
You see his eyes shift to a bookshelf over behind him, and there's a large leather-bound tome there.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Carson, my friend, it's been a pleasure. And now I shall fade off into the darkness.
Take a few steps back. Oh, wow, he's a sneaky one. I can't even see him anymore. Anyway.
Do we...
Can I just go and get the book? I'm already standing behind him, like, doing nothing. Honestly, I was just gonna get the goblin skulls and just, like, coconut bonk him on the other side. That's what I was prepping for. Just wanted the amazing, like, dunk sound effect. So if I don't need to, I'll just pick up the book, I guess.
Make a sleight of hand check. Or a stealth check. See how quiet we are. Are we trying to be quiet, or are we just going to pick it up?
Bro, I'm 6'9" and I'm a +1, probably not. Does anyone want to do it sneaky before I just do dumb stuff?
I'll give you an eye, and you
Apparently
sort of like going like that to the bookshelf.
my super annoying and loud dog, who makes more noise than I've ever seen in my life, can still sneak up and kill birds. So, I might get lucky. So unless it landed in his mouth at that time.
I rolled a 10, so like average.
Average.
He is asleep. No, if he managed to pick it up without waking up. He stirs for a second.
Get it right!
Yeah.
Why did you say it like that?
You're still here, like, oh yes. The matter of the bounty.
Yes, it worked.
Behind him, I'm just like,
So, let me have a look while my register's here. Now, it says on here that it is a bounty of 200 gold pieces. Yes, that's about right. Yes.
Per beak.
Yes, correct.
what did I pick up?
Should I just take 400 from this pile?
Good thing I didn't know what it is.
400 from that pile. That's my pile. That's not the bounty pile.
Where's the bounty pile? And I'll take 400 from that.
Very rushed and
You have
aren't you? You're always
key for us.
on the move. Yes. Just give me a... He pulls out a large key from around his neck, reaches under the desk and pulls out a lockbox, opens it up. He pulls out 400 gold pieces, places them in a pouch and hands it over. A small box, a small lockbox.
Oh, my gold.
We'll divvy it up
This
later.
is where I want to be.
Okay, I'm going to gently snatch the goblin heads from you, which I'm sure you're giving me.
Goblins as well.
Yeah.
Yes, good sir. I heard that this lot was giving you a bit of a hard time.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Indeed. So we've come to collect the bounty here and to put your good people at ease.
Alright, well, so that is. How many skulls do you have? Whoa, that's cool.
Well, let's just say it went a little bit more smooshingly than we would have hoped.
I have 5 broken skulls in a bag and 2 on my hands that I have not yet broken.
The rest are more of a tomato paste texture, if we're being honest.
What is the bounty
We do
for
have teeth.
goblin
Well,
skull powder?
It's 10 gold for each skull and 50 for the chieftain.
The chieftain's head unfortunately needed to be taken elsewhere. My family had business with that one. However, we do have 2 completely intact skulls, and again, a nice bag of teeth that I would represent as, would you say 5 or 7?
10.
8 goblin teeth worth of teeth.
Well, they could be from the same goblin for all I know. They're just full.
No, they don't have that many
Sharp.
teeth to begin with.
Count.
Have you seen a goblin?
Yes, yeah, very closely.
Teeth everywhere.
Have you?
Teeth everywhere.
Don't goblins famously write their names on their own teeth?
Yeah.
So they don't lose them?
Yeah, see? 10.
We need to hang out with these people more often.
I'm an honest man. I would say there are 2 intact, 8 teeth bag.
Alright, so 10
Bounties.
goblins.
Yes,
Alright. well,
11 technically with the chief, but again, we don't have a fair
I'll
show.
give you another 10 for the chief, even though you don't have his
I
head.
do appreciate that, good sir.
I like the idea of you just picking up like loose teeth and just
He reopens the lockbox and he counts
Totally
out the
dominoes.
110 gold pieces and hands them over.
No worries. 60 for you, 50 for me.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So I scored a nat 20, so a total of 22 for my perception check outside.
You hear the distant hooting of an all too familiar foe.
Fred, do you hear it? It's out there.
And as you're searching, you see a shadow pass across the moonlight.
Sword is out as I'm waiting for everyone to like sort of come back and I'm prep and ready.
I would say that Vidaria was probably outside as well, but
They
not
can't go,
necessarily with
That's they're meant to.
just like charting the stars and
Yeah, but upon seeing that, maybe it's drawn over.
Vidarians, can you hear it? Drumstick is in the skies. Get ready.
Sorry. I'm sorry to this is.
I'm just gonna be waiting there
So
for however long it takes them to like deal with their business. And then when they leave, I want to go back in and claim the bounty because I have the skulls and I'm gonna see if I can double up on the bounty.
Alright, go in.
Because underneath.
You go.
Well, once they leave.
Okay.
Once they leave, I want to go in and be like, I've got the beaks for the.
Double crossing sausage dog.
I'm outside keeping us safe. There is a villain in the skies.
There's a villain over near the bookshelf. Kick him back.
Okay. So, you guys coming out, staying in?
No, if he's giving the money, I'm going out.
Alright, let's give the money over.
Yeah.
Honestly,
so
I was bored like 5 minutes ago.
Ares strolls on in afterwards.
Yeah, so, like, I'll give you guys like a little, maybe like, oh, I've just got some business inside. Keep your eyes out. I heard Drumstick is out in the skies. He may still be ferocious and vicious, looking for us. So just eyes to the sky.
Sorry, drumstick.
Drumstick number 1. Oh no, Drumstick number 2.
Of course, you might not have heard about the terror of the skies. That is drumstick number 2.
There's a bunch of
Sounds
I got
delicious.
Frederick here to help me put up some bounty posters for this fiend.
If I remember right, he had at least 3 to 4 heads. Could shoot acid out of one of them.
So Ares takes you over to the wanted poster, and it is a mishmash of half owl, half manticore,
Some dragon bits in there.
some dragon bits, terrifying leathery bat wings. He's not a creature that you believe would actually exist. But nonetheless, there's a bounty of 500 gold pieces on drumstick number 2.
It's a Mr. Like his neck is a little bit too long.
This sounds terrifying.
I luckily you weren't here to see it, but I captured it last night. I spent all night on the prowl, and I brought it into the inn because I was like such a
You
successful.
bought it in the inn?
Yes, to like claim the bounty because I got confused.
Didn't you set the bounty?
Are you paying
Well-
yourself?
All right, I see where the confusion's happened here.
Yes.
I went out on the hunt because I was looking for 2 owls and a bear. But apparently it was a whole separate creature that we were looking for the bounty.
Could I have
Rank-
some guess that it's an owl bear?
Yes, that's what these beaks are. But I instead encountered this ferocious foe in the night. And I captured it after a fierce battle, brought it into the inn to show everyone in the party how great and mighty I am, and it escaped.
Now I won't make dispersions, but coincidentally, somebody set fire to the straw in the inn as well, which we can only assume is drumstick number 2 and it's horrible fire breath.
That makes so much sense. I'm glad you're connecting the dots. But I'm gonna go claim our bounty, guys. I've got these 2 owlbear beaks. I'll be back. I'll meet you guys at the end. I'm gonna go walk on inside.
Alright, I'm walking straight past that.
Can
Oh,
I
you
just
again.
take one of
Oh,
those
you were here
posters
earlier.
off the wall and I'm like,
Yes,
I have
yes, you
an
were.
amazing idea.
Ah,
What brings you back here?
well, I don't know if you've heard, but I single-handedly defeated the owlbears. and
Oh no, I'm sure I've already paid that bounty out. I'm sure.
No, but look, I have the trophy right here, and I'm going to show them the 2 beaks. Be like, I single-handedly defeated these 2 owlbears. There's 2 others that I did kill, but they're in like utter, salvageable remains. So I just want to claim the bounty for the effort I put so hard in.
Okay. Make a deception check, please.
14, 12 plus 2.
Wait, are you telling me that there were 4 owlbears?
Oh, there could have been more. I was only engaged in at least 4. Engaged with
At least 4.
I was engaged in. At one point,
I entered them and then they died.
At one point, I was like half consumed, but I was such a great fighter that I cut
This
open
is
the belly and
grave
escaped.
news indeed. Perhaps we need to send word for some Imperial guards to come and protect us from this plague of owlbears.
And I don't know if you've heard, but there's also a terrible fiend in the skies.
What? In the skies?
Oh, a ferocious beast. I only barely fought it myself.
So
But-
now you're telling me that there are 4 owlbears.
No.
God knows how many owlbears. And
I
a dragon of some sort floating around.
Dragon of some sort, but I killed the 4 owlbears, and I just would like
But how
to
many
claim.
more are there? We thought there were 2.
Oh, in all fairness, I probably killed the rest of the owlbears. That's why I have these 2 trophies. I'm not sure how many more are out there, but I can do a quick scan of the area. I'm quite skilled at that.
Yes. Well, you do that.
But I would just like to claim my bounty first, and I'm going to give him the 2 owlbear beaks and be like, I just would like to claim the bounty before any devious fiends come in here and try and take my hard-earned gold.
Well, that's might have already happened. But look. You've done this town a service.
Yes.
Hopefully the attacks on the farmers will stop.
Yes.
All right. Let me count out the gold. Oh my
Thank you. Thank you. Kind sir.
God. You rolled 2. So he hands over 400 gold.
We just made 800 of it.
Thank you so much, and
Sorry, he ripped you off anyway. It's 250 gold per hour.
I thought it was 250, but everyone just agreed at 200.
You'd already
so I was
pocketed his
like,
100 gold.
so I was like, oh, maybe I'm just misremembering. It was 2 weeks ago.
I read
probably
it down.
forgot.
It was
I was
200
gonna say,
though.
how did you guys misremember? You take notes. Like, I understand me not
Yeah.
knowing anything, but you guys, that's just not good enough.
Hey, we just
Unless he
fought
was.
7 savage owlbears.
Unless
So-
that's what he said and that's what was on the post
Okay,
was different.
in
and I
comparison,
didn't-
right,
I
for
didn't
all of
update
your
it.
notes, this is what I wrote. 1 times tome not useful but lol.
It's fair.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's
At the
about
end of the day, I just need to
Yeah.
scan these and
Alright.
upload them and be
Alright.
like, here you go guys, have a giggle.
Well, I'm gonna go head off to the tavern.
Stimulate the
After
economy that we've just
Giving him
ruined.
like a good
Yeah.
little head nod.
We're
Be like,
outside. I looked at it and you go, what the hell is he doing in there?
Walks in like swinging the
No,
bag of gold
I'm
around, being like,
you're
All right.
Motion strolling
This
up
just
there.
looks like you're doing
Just like I'm a tall man sort of strut.
can you
Chest
carry that
out.
much gold? Like physically?
I'm like a pack.
You're a sausage dog.
I'm like 4 foot the chain. 4 foot and change.
Basically 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm basically 8 feet.
Basically a child.
I'm basically a Goliath.
So as we exit, I'll cast light on the end of my quarterstaff, giving us a little bit of a light as we head towards the tavern. And when I see Ishmael and Lenny come out, I pull them over and quietly go, there's no terror in the sky. It's just owls.
Oh no, really?
Not for long. Just
Yeah.
trust me, not for long.
Would you? Okay. I do. I think I trust you.
It'll
Should I trust you, Lenny?
It'll
I peer
be
deeply into your
funny.
eyes.
Like, if you want to laugh,
Mm.
just go with it.
Well, I will say that there's lots of lols in this group. Yes.
I want to laugh.
Yes. Yeah.
That's-
I'm already recruiting you for this. It's gonna
I'm
be-
more, pretty much whatever you want. I mean, this place is boring anyway. Have you been here? Look at these people.
But yes,
so normal.
no man. Like, conspiratorially,
Couple
No
of, like,
manticore in the sky.
civilians, like,
just it's an owl.
That's it.
Like a big owl.
It's okay.
Comparative.
I do this quietly, such that Ares can't hear it. So that, I don't want to diminish.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
An owl?
Slow nod.
My ears go a little bit red as it's like, is someone talking about me?
It's a walkie-talkie.
I was like, as we're walking, every now and then I'll just be like, whew, and just like look around and be like, oh my god, Aries, did you hear that?
I'm still in like the what's it called? I'll meet you guys in the tavern because I'm like talking with the manager.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd already strutted out. I'm so sorry, I misunderstood again. I
Next-
really need to
next-
take
Well, I
better
just,
Next
I
to
just
you-
don't know the
next-
timeline. Like I went in there and had a discussion.
We're
with
at the
guys.
front waiting for
We
you.
were out.
Oh,
we were like
yeah.
out giggling.
Oh,
When you
yeah,
come
that's right,
out,
waiting
when
for
you
you.
come out, we go to the
It's
tavern.
like glass
Oh,
against the door, being
yeah.
like,
Okay.
"Wanna leave?"
So I just
Parents to the window.
You guys are like looking at the sill, I'm like bent down. Being like,
Literally all alone by nobody, just looking at the stars. I'm just not
This is
even, no.
or you're there, and because you're on like fire, the whole window's lit up. Like we get to.
He lit the ocean, and I was like, oh, like fire.
like anti-spell.
Brother,
I was drawn to that, by the way.
Alright, Elaine, watch this. And I get out a copper wire, and then I make a hooting sound into it, and I message you.
As I'm strung out the door here. Immediately.
And then I go, watch this, and I quickly cast prestidigitation to make a gust of air sort of like brush over the top of you, and I yell out, "My God, Aries, it's back for you! It's coming!"
Let me just look up one thing. I want to see how high.
Stress disorder or something.
How high?
Roll
It's
for
all
courage.
based on strength,
Alright.
isn't it? Like a jump.
Aries roll for PTSD.
I'll roll as I-5.
It has
But I'm gonna
happened.
just launch straight up into the air, like you know when like cats get horrified and their legs just like
Oh
straight
my
up.
god! Imagine if you're back up.
You just got Aries in there, just like
I just like
someone's going to pick him up and just
You're
carry
like
him.
a fainting goat.
Oh my God.
So Aries is passed out in the middle of the street, with paralysed with
Defense
fear.
move.
the defense move,
Just
just
a
like
fainting goat. You stiffen and drop. to
my
the side.
defense move is killing them.
I look
I'm
at
a
you,
ferocious
and I start
warrior.
laughing.
Yeah.
I'll just go,
But after that, be like, guys, the creature's back. But everyone.
oh yeah, I
weapons and
totally
stuff.
saw it swoop you. It was gonna take your eye out. It was insane.
It swooped me before. It took me from the ground.
I just keep walking, chuckling.
That being said, I claimed the bounty for us guys. I don't know what you guys were in there, but I got the bounties and he's at 400 gold.
Turn back over my shoulder.
You,
What
you
do you mean?
successfully claimed it again?
What?
Wow, that's person
I
must
had
be really not.
So I just claimed the
He was,
bounty.
he wasn't very good at his job.
So we
Unless that's standard for people in this
Duncan,
town.
is that how that goes? Can anyone
He's
do
Duncan now.
their job well?
Do apologize, madam. What was the question?
Never mind. You've answered it. It's fine.
I'd like to think we all do our jobs quite well, Lenny.
Some of us more than others, apparently.
If your job is providing legal representation and
Justice of
advice
the peasant.
to the community, justice of the peasants, thank you very much, my friend Francis, then I'd like to think that we perform our duties with aplomb and adequacy.
And with a great deal of deception. And I eye Aries.
I kind of grab you and I'm just like,
deception.
I'm so glad you're back. See the madness I have to deal with, and I'm not even the worst of them.
Honestly, I've just been like for what 3 weeks now. I've just been waiting for the perfect time to bring a joke out, and I'm still like, it's all I've thought about for 3 weeks. And it's probably not gonna be funny. Yeah.
Wait, is this Eleni or is this Madeline?
Literally both. Like, there's no difference.
Muttering to Ishmir, you know, I've been trying to think of this, you're getting super serious about this gag.
The lines
Yeah.
between the characters are blurred.
You know what the difference is? 1 foot and 3 inches. That's it. That's the only difference. Other than that, pretty good.
But what do you mean deception, Falsus? I was the one like carrying the trophy, so I just figured like you went in there to solve like the lawyer dispute, and then I went in and just gave them the.
Yeah, no, we just went in and introduced you. You are totally right. You got the only gold. None of us got extra, so now you guys just divvy that up.
As things go, I think on balance, we're fine. We're fine. I won't push the matter.
Karmically, I think we're in the clear here.
I will say that of all of my travels across Aralad, this is probably the most profitable group of guards I've ever shared a caravan with.
We get shit done.
Mm. Oh yeah, also, does anyone need a Microsoft Excel key?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, is this useful? Because I just don't look at it and I was like, I guess that's mine now.
If that's the book from that office, then yes.
You bet your sweet butt it is.
I don't recall us meeting an heir to the Jessup estate.
Allow me, I open it up. I walk around the corner from Guard Frederick and I open up the book and scroll Joey Jessup next to heirs of the Jessup farm.
What are you doing?
He's forging.
What?
Wait, do I have to put
Don't
that
you remember
Maybe.
the funeral? He was like their stable boy, and then he became their son.
Or is this an amendment?
I
Are you
remember.
amending?
I have a pretty good hunch that there is a Jessup heir, and I am ensuring that the land will not be seized by the Imperium in 1 year's time.
So while you're writing it, I'm like looking over your shoulder being like, should we like draw a cartoon of how this guy was made, or is that enough evidence, or...
Yeah, I think there's an appendix for that at the back.
Oh god.
And it's just all stick people's like...
Already a bunch of
Yeah.
stick
And I'm like, let me add my art. Perfect.
One of them is like a Goliath and a halfling, and then there's several central.
Yeah, this is all hentai.
Yeah.
So who is
Roll
this guy?
performance
Like
check.
clearly
Wait, what?
For
what?
what?
To see how well you draw
Got
that.
that roll. Which one?
Bro, I
The
said
guy that he
stick
is now,
figures.
the farm that we're at, the
This is the
guy,
tricky area.
So he's gonna pretend
So
that he's
my
the
active
son.
feat allows me to roll
So we
advantage
get
when
fucked.
pretending to be somebody.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Is this that?
No.
I was figuring like, yeah, you guys are honestly something.
some
So it's not great. It's only a 15 plus 7.
Oh,
Only a 15.
well, I rolled a 9, so very clearly you have taken the pen away from me immediately.
So there are some interesting stick figure images, and then Duncan Knuckle proceeds to draw a masterpiece in the back of what you have described.
Oh, I thought we were still focused on the forgery. This is all about the sex stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was just making a joke, and apparently that took off. So.
Yeah, I was like, no, there's.
It is now forever enshrined in the senses of the small.
There's
town.
like shading on the abs. I'm actually getting like the moonlight on the buttocks kind of shot from all those 80s films happening there.
I've
as
like
well.
somehow managed to make one arm of the stick person shorter than the other. The head's not even a circle; it's like a square.
Part of it's not even attached.
Yeah, it's like, and then I'm just like, yes,
Yeah.
perfect. And then I kind of look at it though, and I'm like, hey, does this kind of remind you of like Aries?
Oh, that does look like Aries.
Yeah, just the like when you talk about the stories.
Or
It's
an
like,
owl.
and then it's the most beautiful owl you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, just they put
Hacking
up.
in the stick person.
I might ask you,
Huh?
in the Silver Veil, what is the punishment for forging imperial documents?
We don't have the imperial documents
The
He's
equivalent in the Silver
He's
Veil.
got you there.
The equivalent.
of forging documents.
Yes.
I can't tell you. I actually know, but it's going to be a blast finding out.
They've never caught it, so we're fine.
Well, here in the Imperium, it's death.
Okay, but they've got to get through us first.
That's a really great point, Alcis. Thank you very much. And I kind of start to walk by a window, like take out my disguise kit again, and I actually realize I've already turned into
Fist and
Carson
ankles.
Hmm?
Oh,
Yes.
it's just the alter ego for Duncan Knuckles, fist and ankles.
Fist and ankles. Oh, thank you.
That's the joke I've been waiting for 3 weeks.
Not
It was rude.
not fist and ankles though. He will have a mustache.
And it's a big handle.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, it's
I
getting
think you're gonna have to scratch one of the names off your name list here.
That's taken.
That was already
Sorry,
up there.
man.
Yeah, sorry. After I stole the turn, I just had a look at you. Sorry, Luke.
So there's a moment there where I realise that I've actually managed to take on the guise of Carson Armand without using my disguise kit. And then I kind of get shocked for a second, but I'm too kind of wrapped up in what I'm going to do. It's like I grab the book and I run down to the tavern, busting in there as Carson Armand, and I perfectly emulate his voice, which will obviously come out on camera now. What was the bartender's name again?
He didn't have a name.
Barkeep.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You didn't
he-
know.
From memory.
His name
Cranky guy.
Barkeep. Bob.
going.
Barkeep.
Barkeep.
Fist and ankles.
What?
Fist and ankles.
Don't use that for a barkeep that will never speak to again. That needs to be canon.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's-
His name is Auden.
Like ordering.
He's just an ordinary
Yes.
guy.
So I do it in that kind of really sleepy Carson Armand way where I kind of open up the door and I've got the book on my arm. Auden, was it? Oh, Auden. You would not believe the day I've had.
Oh, I'm sure I can believe that.
And I sidle up onto the bar and I kind of like gesture Just the usual, please.
I move into the
He reaches up to the
tavern
top
and
shelf
just
and
go
pulls
off
out a
this.
nice bottle of wine and pours a nice red wine.
Put a couple of copper pieces down on the bar. And I just sip on my wine. I kind of start making some idle chat. Have you noticed these odd folk? Oh, here they come in. Shh.
I turn to Vidiri.
Yes, they burnt my tavern.
Will we party to the arson? Or?
No,
We were
We just-
goblin.
You're a goblin hunting at the time.
In a what I hope is a stroke of Carson mind, I say to order. You know, you can't claim the council for that.
I wouldn't dream.
So I just want to clarify. We were walking casually towards the tavern when you have transformed.
Did you
into-
run off ahead?
It's the very bizarre.
I was so excited.
Of Carson
Sorry,
Mind.
your log is like,
Because
I
well,
don't know.
I feel like bashed in a never-ending story or something. And then you bust through there whilst we're all sitting there going, "What?"
Yeah, we
just
got no
happened?"
clue what's
I-
going on.
I'm
Yes,
like
yes,
looking at him,
yes,
just
yes,
going,
yes.
let's see how this works.
Yeah.
And I just sort of slide off to the side of the thing and just sit there, just looking at him.
I feel like we're just Wizard of Oz skipping after him.
Yeah.
We might as well hang
100%.
this up.
Carson drains the rest of his wine, gets up and says, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow," and walks out without the book, leaving it on the bar. Leaves, shuts the door, shakes myself. That shadow passes over Lolliput again, takes on Lolliput's original form, and walks back in. What was his name again? Sorry, I've already forgotten. Auden.
Can I say Vidiri was just outside and was just
Auden, what a day I've had. One glass of your finest,
That
please.
seems to be going around at the moment. Yes.
Wait, is Lolliput?
He reaches to the second shelf,
No, he's
not to
not.
the top
Right
shelf.
Oh.
and pulls out a different bottle and pours
Wait
it
a
in.
minute.
I think it was just.
So I noticed the
He's never
surprise
interviewed
on
himself
Ishmael
before,
and
but-
Eleni's
Yeah.
face and just
What
goes,
the fuck
"Take
is
this."
going on
But
here?
you'll get used to it. And eventually it won't even surprise you anymore. Let's just say that our friend and companion has a flair for the dramatic.
He's got many faces.
He certainly has.
Personalities. People inside of his head that talk to him.
Without
That's okay.
being
I think
rude
we
or
all-
insensitive, is this the real face? Is this
You're in drama.
I mean, who knows?
You're in drama.
is this the
Yeah.
norm?
Is-
Sorry,
This is the one he
most
spends the
common?
most time in.
Okay, wonderful.
It's
Okay.
the
Whether or
original.
not it's the original, I don't know. Changelings are a thing. I mean,
People-
not
people
that I know
change.
much about them.
It's okay. That's fine. No
So while
worries.
you're confused, I'm just like really excited. I'm like, what one's your favorite? What's the scariest one it could be?
This giant orc walks over, starts
Oh my
interrogating.
god.
Eleni, my favorite is called Sam Grapplepuss.
Eleni just like staring at the ground, being like,
I can't not wait for you to meet him. And to the bartender, I flick
neither
him,
can I.
I flick him a gold piece and I say, "Round for my, a round for my friends, good sir." And I kind of head over to one of the side tables and
Duncan.
head out of the scene.
He pours a glass of whatever anyone wants. You do notice that the wine he serves you is far stronger and far richer than the one that he served to the council. It's almost the previous wine was almost tasted very watery. This one
Very watered down.
is much more potent.
This one tastes like someone who hasn't peed in the bottle.
I do declare, I think our Carson Armand might be playing his own talent performance.
What do you mean?
I asked for the usual, and the usual I got was not the wine of a boozy fellow who falls asleep at his desk, but a watered down facsimile of one who's trying to keep his faculties about him.
Do you think he does that on purpose, or do you think the barkeep is just
Kind of.
serving him piss?
If he was I and I was him, then I would be doing exactly the same thing.
Serving piss?
The finest of piss.
Mind you, all drinks in this town taste like piss.
I saw you licking blood.
When I get like the bowl that's still got your blood, and I was like, "You mean this blood?" And I go,
Bro, what have we missed here?
I don't want to know.
You know what, guys? I would be keen for like a big long, another full-on rage like last like the last usual events at these bars, but I think I've been up for at least 28. I'm gonna say 28 hours. I'm gonna have a little early one here. I've gotta have my wits about me for when I take on drumstick number 2 again. So I'm gonna have an early one. You guys have to drink for me.
Do you think it's gonna follow us? We've got to go north tomorrow.
Of course it's gonna follow.
Your dwarf friend,
It's my
whatever
mortal
his
enemy.
name was.
Aladdin.
Aladdin, yeah.
Aladdin.
Aradan.
It's good. It's Elvish R's, so Aladdin.
He wants to get going. We've had our fun in this place. It's boring now. We should go. I want to go.
Oh, this night is still young, but good centaur. Find your rest.
72 hours is just too much for me.
I mean, not that you need it, right?
Not that I need it,
No.
but what's it called? 108 hours is just too many hours to be awake.
I can't wait
Just
for the
gonna go.
bards to talk about your 256-hour straight mission against the hordes of our beasts.
It's going to be quite the tale when they spin it.
Eric's
You
like,
know,
I
I
hope you've never slept before in your life.
Honestly, I think that's true. I think you're right. But
Maybe,
I'm gonna
maybe
try it
like
for the first time.
most Fae, he just trances. You don't actually go to sleep. They just meditate for a bit.
Just
What's a
blinks
Fae?
really slowly. Just one blink, and then opens a couple hours later. Yeah.
But before I go to bed, you just said something crazy, Lilith. What's a Fae? What's a Fae?
What is a Fae?
Yeah, you just said you sleep like a Fae.
You sleep like a Fae. Do you not?
I don't know what a Fae is.
Well, centaurs are generally Fae type creatures.
Oh, but see, when I was in like the halfling village, it was just like, what's it called? I was just like one of them. I think I'm just like a mortal creature.
Yeah. Most Faes are mortal creatures, just from a different plane of existence. Are you the only one with the back thing going on? Like the half horse thing?
I'm the tiny. As I look back at my Romshus behind, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm the only like colossal titan in my village.
Yeah, I'm the only one with a
Yeah,
baby.
so the
Yeah.
other people in the village looked like small versions of.
Of like the Falsters and not so much like Lilliput. Like they were.
May I remind our viewers that Ares does not wear any pants.
As confirmed by
Yes,
Secrets
yes.
of the Gauntlet.
This is canon. Eris does not wear pants.
Well, this
I
is
wear
going-
horseshoes.
Well, this is going
We
to
confirm
kind of
that.
really gently put Ares in like a sleeper hold. Just like one hand.
Do you resist the sleeper hold?
I mean, I guess he'll try.
Go ahead and roll a strength check, both of you.
I have a -1, so 5.
Please tell me you roll 20.
As I'm pondering about the Fae, I get choked
The
out.
hands down, 2 fingers, and you just
But like when I can
can't
be really
move.
gentle,
She's got
so
you
like
completely.
in front of the fireplace, he like walks in a circle like a little puppy.
Sounds like a pony. But
I
You
refuse.
could just let go. He's half horse. He just sleeps like that.
No, but I just want like the idea of him like never slept.
when they like do like little circle
When
before
they
they
like
sit
when
down
they
on
like
a blanket.
nest, yeah.
You did make sure to say non-lethal damage, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did say very gentle sleeper hold.
Death
That
saves
was the
going
term.
tick tick tick.
First play death in front of everyone at a time.
That's also why I said like one hand, very gentle sleeper hold. I was very specific because this is not one of the things that I can break.
I'll look to the rest of the
Just
group at
for
that.
my edification, so I'm not in like a rear naked choke. You've just like grabbed me.
It's like literally just a very gentle.
She's spocked you.
Then
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a reaction and like
Vulcan
strike
nerve.
back. I'm gonna think that my character speed attacks.
Okay,
Like I'm gonna make a swing with my rapier.
alright. Roll attacks.
Who's happening?
I thought it was like a choker hold now, and I was like losing control, like grappled. I didn't know I was just getting like picked up with one hand.
You weren't getting picked up.
Oh, like I'm just like confused on. So you've just like grabbed me by.
You think
I'm
this,
sorry,
you
I'm
think this is
sorry.
really violent?
No,
You guys
I'm
are
trying
just
to-
having the most long-winded conversation about something, and I got bored. And
I was-
walked
sorry,
up
I was-
behind you, and you were talking about having a rest, so I was just helping with that. It was
Oh.
very gentle on the back of the neck, just a little.
Just like
Barely felt it, but you went to sleep.
She basically had advantage because we were boring the crap out of everyone.
Yeah.
I see. Because I was just trying to like picture because at first
No,
I
I
was like,
certainly
oh, my
didn't
stroke,
scoop you up like I did last time. Like this
Oh,
was
okay.
very gentle, and I just like knelt down to get on your level, which is obviously very tall.
Very tall.
Yes, so knelt up, I should say, in all of my 6'9" greatness, and just really gently like just suggested with my hand that you have a nap.
And then I guess I'll pass out. I was just
You just wake up really rested, and you're like, oh my god, it's like I slept for a minute.
and I didn't even have to take the stairs, which are always like such a
Exactly.
fun.
He just ends up in his bed.
Yeah. Wakes up in the morning, he's like, I'm such a legend, I don't even remember going to sleep.
So he goes to sleep. I look at you. I look everyone. I'm like, that's really interesting. Anyway, drinks.
Yes.
And I walk away.
So now Ares is
Just
sleeping in the middle of the tavern.
Near the fire.
Yeah.
I think so.
Put you somewhere warm.
Where I guess at the table. I guess like you can still like guide horses when they're asleep. I guess wherever it just needs to be.
But when I did it, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, were we not going there?
Can I ask, where's Badiri at the moment?
Outside.
You're outside?
No.
Charting the cells having no bar of this.
Is the roof of this establishment hay? Maybe setting that on fire.
No.
They learned their lesson last time. They were like, okay, no more straw roofs.
It completely shook up the whole industry.
But there's a nice
No
little,
straw anything in this town. It's bricks all the way.
there's like a nice little skylight, so if you do want to come in, you can still connect with the stars, while you're sitting there being like, shut up.
I'm not trying to be with the people.
I walk
That's
outside to find Badiri. And you just sitting outside.
How does he find Fideria? How does Foster's
Well, initially I did see, someone come in and out. So near the front door, not too far away, definitely. Looking up still at the stars.
Walk over and say, what are the stars telling you, Badiri?
Not good. We've got to go. What are we doing here?
Well, last I checked, we were cleansing the region of goblins and owlbears and owls and bears.
Ares does have 300 hours of sleep to catch up on, so.
And I go, when did that come out here? Did that come with you? Where did they come from?
I brought you a candle.
Eleni is strange, like almost worryingly stealthy. I've found it.
Except when we need it.
I just say we gotta go. Gotta go.
Well, Madeline, did you retire?
He's asleep.
I'll take that as a yes. Right, so you feel an urgency in the stars, do you?
I don't know why we're staying. I don't know why we're sleeping.
Well, there is the trouble of our caravan leader, Aladdin. He is struggling, I think, to find his feet.
Sure, where
The ale of the breadbasket.
is he right now?
Overcoming alcoholism, I think.
Is this like,
Yeah, he's. You don't know where he is.
is he hammered or did he like
Assuming that he's somewhere in the
Jesus,
tavern.
where is he right now?
I think you should go find him.
I think we should go find him.
So, Videri, looking up the stars, for the first time in your life, usually when you look up the stars and when members of your family look up at the stars, they have you feel a song, the song of the stars in your blood. But for the first time in your life, you look up and it is completely silent. This is very disturbing.
Are you okay, Badiri?
Dude, you like my hair's like out of the braid, all kind of like, gotta find him, we gotta go. So quiet, we have to go. There's no noise, there's no song, we have to go.
no song?
It's a song. I hear a song.
Badiri storms away. Do I know, where was the last place that our fine driver was seen?
Oh, he stayed in town while you went and hunted owlbears. So you effectively left him in the tavern.
The last time we saw him was me busting in on him asleep, and he was basically very hungover. And that was about 8 o'clock this morning.
That was a week ago.
He's been taken by the owls.
Down, got it. It swooped down.
So the attack of the drumsticks. So okay, so are we?
Wait, so we need to rest, but he's not with
Episode
us.
6.
So can we somehow communicate with him?
Love it.
So-
I should go find him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do
Yeah,
just
you
this
can
stuff
have
just
him.
about everything else.
He's where he might be in his room. He might be drinking. Could just be talking.
Yeah,
about
is
it.
he just in
Well,
the
we
tavern?
have
We've
to
just
rest
ignored him.
him.
We're like, where could he be? And he's like behind us. Yeah.
Ismi's gone to bed.
Is Miss going to bed?
100%. Yeah.
just seeing what else I can do, really. What else I can get away with. Snuck back in the tavern, no one even saw me leave.
Pretty hard to miss the shadow.
Well, apparently not. I'm just everywhere.
Let's take you for a wall.
Yeah.
Walk over to Auden and strike up a conversation. Auden,
What is it? What is it?
how's the floor going since I mended it this morning?
Oh, it's better than ever. As good as new. The day it was made. Maybe you could do that for the whole place for me.
Well, perhaps if my travels bring me back to this fine establishment in the future, maybe I might be able to help you.
Oh, I look forward to it.
We intend very much on leaving early tomorrow. Might you be able to provision us food and supplies for the road?
Oh, look, I've got a few. I can definitely supply water and some ale if you like. I'll see what sort of non-perishables I have that will be good for the road.
That'd be ideal. Whatever you could manage. We leave for Ishvanor in the morning.
Oh, off to see the elves.
Yes. Well,
Strange place that one. I don't like the elves much.
no?
No.
I tap my ears. Is there a problem?
Oh, they're just a bit bright for my tastes.
Well, they are that.
Yes.
What are your tastes?
Oh, the quiet country town. That's why I'm here.
Ah,
Just moved up a few. What is it now? What year is it? 132. About 10 years ago, actually. Yes.
10 you say?
10 years ago, out of the Imperial City. Far too busy for my tastes down there.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Auden. Very well.
Clean. Safe travels.
We'll see you in the morning.
Hopefully there are no more owlbears, but seems you can take care of those anyway. So, yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, go upstairs and
Upstairs. Sleep, asleep, sleep, asleep.
Throwing daggers at the dartboard.
Throwing back into the dartboard at the back
For a little bit.
for a little bit.
I'm bored, so I'm going to bed.
Go to bed.
we pray to Eldith for guidance. Very confused about the fact that the blight has been a thing for 10 years, and very confused about how it is that I only just started to hear about it in rumour. That's all in Faustus' mind.
Okay. How long do we stay up for?
Who's in the tavern?
It's pretty quiet this night. There is obviously the barkeep. There are no other staff, but there are 2 or 3 other locals in the tavern.
I just like look any of them over, and if any of them look like they might have something interesting on them, I'll just pickpocket them and then go to bed.
They do all appear to be average farm folk, so you're welcome to try and pickpocket them if you like.
Yeah.
Steal their pitchforks.
Is that what makes you go to bed, like a warm glass of milk or something?
She's just like,
you pickpocket.
my hands are. I gotta get on something.
It's like an itching back of your mind. It's like, I need it.
That's so funny.
Well, it's 17 on the dice. I have a +6, so it is a 23.
Yes, it is.
You get caught every time.
Rolling the big
No.
ones.
Actually, I haven't
It's
been
a
caught yet.
lullaby.
Oh no, you did see that I grabbed the card from his deck.
That is impressive.
What do I get?
You get.
Ooh. Get some straw, some cow poo.
Maybe a couple of seeds.
Yeah.
Lint.
Some teeth.
Owl feathers.
I get to add it to Lilith's trinkets that she steals.
I mean, they can't compare with mine, dude. Sorry.
That is a list of
Alright, so.
So I'll add it to the list. Most of these are like strung around her neck. She's got this massive like collection just on threads around her neck.
That's actually sick.
So she's got a gold coin minted in an unknown, a chess piece made of glass, and 1 ounce block made of some material she's not been able to identify. A tooth, a
Whose
glass
What kind of
vial
tooth?
of nail clippings, a cookie cutter shaped like a unicorn, a golden pendant charm shaped like a leprechaun, a little electron whistle, which she knows this, but I won't tell you guys until I use it. It's going to be hilarious. Tiny hourglass with now no sand in it. A pixie's winter jacket, so a little tiny jacket. A locket of hair, a crossbow bolt stained with blood.
Is it your blood?
It's necklace of snake teeth, a leather holy symbol, and the 5 of diamonds, a single playing card.
The most cursed object.
So just everything that you steal, you just go like, yeah, on the
They
necklace,
just get-
and you're like, hell
yep.
yeah.
And she just puts it around her neck.
Like a little brain.
And she's only ever stealing like inconsequential stuff like that. That's the big thing.
Inconsequential for now.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm not going to use it for anything nefarious.
You manage to pickpocket a small brooch, which has engraved on it the symbol of, where did it go? A road travelling into sunrise, which you recognise as the symbol of the Lathander.
It's kind of nice.
Lathander.
That's a nice little picture.
That's not where I thought it was going.
A brooch of Lathander. Pickpocketed from some rando. Farmer, right?
Fun, yes.
You also got a set of overalls, a straw hat, and a speech impediment. So
In
you
the
can
morning,
find
I'm
from
just
the
like,
water boy.
well, damn, guys, what's going on? I'm you, little.
It's like that farmer friend from the water boy who doesn't speak any English. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I woke up in the morning, I'm just like, well, hey guys, I'm ready to go.
It's stupid, like, yes, yodel, and then run out, and that's it. Nothing normal anymore.
Ollie put, make it happen.
Make yourself laugh so much.
Just make it so.
And then I go to bed after I take that. I sort of like play around with it for a bit, and then I put the whole brooch like over my neck, and then I go to sleep.
Alright, while we are sleeping, can I get
Yep.
Izmir, Videri, and Falstus to roll?
Death saves.
Let's do
This is divine flow.
For
Luke woke up and
the
chose
two
violence today.
clerics, a wisdom check, so it's a check and add your wisdom modifier, and for Falstus, your charisma modifier.
13.
23.
23,
That's the
13.
one with the 7 as well.
I rolled a natty 1. Plus 4 is 5. But...
Oh, natty 1. I thought you said 91.
That's what I was like, she means...
She's like,
That's
oh,
an accurate spellcasting modifier. Alright,
I turned
so,
into Super Saiyan and
Videri, you sleep a dreamless sleep,
yeah.
and a silent sleep, which is quite disturbing for you.
Oh, it gets worse.
Ismir and Falstus, you dream that you're walking a strange, desolate land. The earth around you is a broken, scattered landscape of red dust. You can feel, but not make out, any shapes of the crowd milling about you, faceless but familiar. Every time you try and seek recognition in the crowd, they dissolve and reform, coalescing into different but still familiar shapes. Can I get you to roll an insight? Both roll an insight check as well.
Dirty 20.
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very nice. So you see a shape moving away. It looks back over the shoulder, and you see a brief flash of recognition, and you see the face of Auden, the bartender. And then there is a deep flash of too bright light, like looking directly into the sun for too long. You wake up, and looking around, you can see that sunspot is still in your vision as you attempt to clear it.
What's that?
I'm going to stare into the sun, squinting my eyes, attempting to try and readjust, trying to embrace it, and try and see through.
It does eventually clear. It takes a little bit of time, but yeah, it does clear out. And your vision returns to normal.
Okay.
Looking around, nothing in the room has changed or anything like that. So.
Okay. So the only face I recognise is Auden, the bartender.
Yes.
Okay. Can I approach him?
So you go downstairs, and there is no sign of the bartender.
Oh, sorry,
You're
I've
awake
woken.
now.
Sorry, I'm still in this.
Oh yeah, no, you've woken up. Sorry, you've
Okay,
woken up.
My apologies. All right.
So you've woken
Okay.
up.
So I immediately walk downstairs and attempt to find him.
The bar, the bottom level of the bar,
Mhm.
the service area is completely empty. There are no signs of the bartender at all.
When you look down there, you find me milling about looking for Auden.
Mm. You saw that too?
So what, my friend?
The light, his face.
I am down here looking for the
I
bar.
bet you're
Kid.
wondering.
Are you looking for him? Are you looking for him too?
Sorry. Yes. I just.
Wait,
had,
did you say light?
I had a little dream feeling. I'm not too sure. Sorry.
No, that's okay, my friend. That's okay. Red, desolate A desolate land, red dust,
Mm-hmm.
nameless faces.
Didn't know any of their
This
names.
is not the one.
Absolutely. This is a cutesy little midnight slumber session.
Very mystical.
Whereas
So you're just gonna become best friends?
You get midnight snacks too.
not the one.
He's got a big sandwich like Scooby-Doo.
I got
with
curlers in my
shades.
hair and a like little.
So I will refrain from the music in that one.
You guys
Do
are
not know which one
like
it
2
is
seconds
then.
away from giggling and playing Ring Around the Rosie
Eating
together.
ice cream.
Throwing a watermelon, cutting with a sword.
Punch it like this.
Okay.
Yes, it seems this is quite unnatural. This is uncommon.
Do you?
I saw Auden's face in the street. You
Yes.
too.
Yes. Just a feeling that I was being guided here. Do you often have visions from your friends upstairs?
Visions of a sort of a nature. This was unique. Never shared with another.
Mm.
You are of the faith. You follow Hello.
Mm.
Yes, Eldith. I mean, there's a connection there, perhaps, but
Light is one of your domains of your god, correct?
indeed.
Similar themes, I guess. Yes, the red desolate land. That's unsettling. We should find the barkeep. Something I fear has befallen him.
Yes, we should. I'll rouse the others. What time in the morning is it?
It is about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Should we let them sleep? It is our vision. Not meaning to be possessive, but
I suppose not. I mean, everything may be well. We have no reason to believe that there's anything untoward happening here.
I mean, I do definitely have a hollow feeling in my stomach, but I'm glad you don't. That's wonderful.
Yes, well, I'm an optimistic elf, that's for sure.
I do enjoy that. I'll search outside. You search through the bar.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So I'm going to go outside and just do a full perimeter check.
Alright, so you can make a perception or investigation check, and same for the inside of the bar.
Oh, that is terrible. That is 5.
False found the breakfast wine.
I beat him. I get 6.
Searching the bar, you don't find any signs of where the bartender might have gone. But
nighttime, like.
you know, there are still things set up, so that the bar hasn't been shut down for the night. It's still set up as if there was someone in the bar, and there are jobs that you would have expected to be done around closing time or when everyone had left, but have not been done. Searching around outside, you find absolutely nobody in town, or signs of anyone.
As in, I don't feel or sense the signs of anyone.
No.
I'm going to just center myself, stand still for a good 20 seconds or so, and just try and hear any ambient noise at all. Any
So
signs of
make a
life.
perception check.
6. I'm going to use a different
No
dice.
change, you don't pick anything up.
People like yelling and you're like, I can't hear you.
Shut up, I'm trying to listen.
Frustrated,
Someone's tapping you on the shoulder like, oh wait, I'm trying to find something. I'm looking for help.
I wander around the tavern, the fireplace. Has that sort of burnt down?
It's burnt down, but hasn't been put out.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'll cast guidance. So I'll pray to Eldith and cast guidance on myself and look more closely at what I've already expected.
Yep. So go ahead and make it as investigation.
Investigation. That's 10, but 11. It's better than 5.
No, but so on closer inspection, you can see that
50-something%.
some of those jobs, such as packing up the bar, cleaning the glasses, putting the stoppers, appear to be half done, but not completed, as if they've left half finished.
This makes no sense. Even muttering to myself, I even requested food and it's not well. No, I don't see any blood or any signs of struggle.
No signs of any kind of struggle or.
I'll come outside and look for Ishmael.
As he's coming outside, I'm casting Detect Good and Evil.
Detect good and evil.
I'm putting my radar out.
Double check what you can see. Detect good and evil.
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
You don't feel any presence. but you do get a sort of ping that has been celestial magic about. Sort of the fading presence of a celestial.
Alright. I'm seeing you come out.
Ishmael.
Something is very wrong.
Tell me more.
I can't sense anything. I can't hear anything. And I'm picking up some form of celestial resonance. I can't quite pinpoint it, but something's not quite right.
Okay. I think at this point we should see if our companions are okay. Quickly up the stairs.
Walking up the stairs. I'm immediately going to my friend.
Clearly I'm
Knocking
harshooing,
on the
missing
door.
this whole big thing that the
Need you
natural
up.
one
Get ready.
prevents me
That's why I need you.
joining in death sleep.
Possibly.
Everyone is still in their beds.
Except for
No.
Lollipop, who's there, like when you open the door, like doing Vidiri's hair, like
Practicing.
yeah.
Lollipop, are you well?
I'm very well, Falsus. Please shut the door.
I won't. Meet us downstairs in the tap room in 2 minutes. Something's not right. I'm getting the others, and I continue down the hallway.
Shut the door.
No, I leave the door open.
I use mage hand to shut the door.
I am like, I slept in my clothes, like spooning my weapons. So when you woke me up and I got up, after you closed the door with mage hand, I just walk by and kick it open again. I was like walking past like, bang! And I'm like, nice hair. But I've like hit it so hard it's broken so it will not shut.
It's flown off the hinges and like
Yeah.
buried itself in the far wall.
Yeah, and I just look at it like, nice, and keep working.
You would pick up, even in your state, there was a graveness to Faustus that is not normally present. So by his serious nature, he tends to be fairly easygoing. He's only serious by contrast.
I can't read social situations, so I'm an idiot all the time.
Alright, so as you reassemble downstairs in the tavern, we might take our break there, which is about the right time. And we don't want to get too involved in what happens if anything happens next.
What? Something's gonna happen?
You guys got to decide and investigate. Ignore that little map that's just sitting there.
No,
in
10
plain
more
sight.
minutes.
So we'll take about a 10-minute break, and hopefully we'll see you again in a little while.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Catch you on the
be fine. It's fine. It's just to ensure. It's just a bad feeling.
We may be overthinking things.
Absolutely.
What did the owl pick up?
Give me a second, and you watch as her eyes go like milky white. She goes, and I go in remote pilot Elin for like 2 seconds.
So by this point, Evelyn has sort of reached some of the closer farms. There is candlelight and light illuminating from some of those farmsteads, but you can't see any movement.
I'll get her to like move, like go down to one of the homes and like look in and maybe
Break
try and get into the house and
Bug
see
them.
if there's anybody.
Okay, so
And if there's something that's just
If anything moves, kill it.
There's a family heirloom that has been up on the bed for 500 years.
I'll get Evelyn to make just a general dexterity check to see whether
I'm not here to be your
they can
impulse
get
control,
into
like-
one of the houses, one of the farms.
nope.
So trying the window, it seems to be barred closed, the door seems to be locked.
Appears to be owl-proof. Weird.
But with that, we'll let that
Specifically.
dirty 20 ride, and you can see through Evelyn's eyes that there is someone in a bed in that near farmstead, so there is someone in there.
So I'll.
Yeah. Single person in there.
Well, Evelyn's, she's gone to one of the closest farmsteads, and there's somebody in bed there.
Person in bed. Good enough.
Why
Let's
do
go.
we have this bad
It's
feeling?
still not right. I need to talk to somebody.
With
They're
other
all
patrons.
sleeping. You don't need to talk to them.
Let's go talk to his friend.
The sleepy one, no. I want to.
Isn't he in charge of the city?
Yes, I feel like I just want to check in with one of the regular folk.
While you're doing that, can I put that book back? Has it already been
It's
returned?
been subtly left on the bar.
Oh yeah. Is it still on the bar?
It's still in the bar. Yeah.
Well, then let's go out, go to the next building across, and knock on the door.
Let sleeping books lie.
And I walk out.
Well,
I
everyone's
start
sleeping
walking
there.
outside to go to the next building and knock on the door.
I'm literally going to go across the street looking for just a normal, common.
Can't you just
Yeah,
walk
okay.
through
House.
doors?
And I'm just going to
Maybe.
knock subtly at first, and if it takes
Stop
too long,
weaving
knock a
through.
bit harder at a faster pace.
Okay, so it takes a little while. Someone does sleepily get up and open the door. So it's a young woman, probably in her early 20s.
It's me, I found a normal person.
What is it? What were you banging on my
This
door
person wants to talk
for?
to you. And I,
What?
Thank you for that.
thought you were
Sorry, ma'am. Is everyone in your house accounted for and okay? There
It's a
seems to be
little
some
noise.
odd magical activity in the area. We're
Oh.
just doing a check to make sure everyone is safe.
Okay, let me have a look.
Thank you. Sorry for waking you.
I'm not sorry.
Shut up.
no, I second that.
So she goes back in the house. There are a few seconds go by, and she does let out a scream.
Immediately bolt towards you.
And my husband, he's missing. He was sleeping right next to me.
Found you in
He's
the-
gone.
I'm gonna yell out. Check more houses, please.
Right. I'll move further down the
You want
street.
to go?
Okay, at this point I just
Someone
don't even
else?
bother knocking, I'm just
Yeah.
opening doors.
I've still
Well,
got.
I will also like be smacking through a bunch of
Alright,
houses.
so rather than go house by house,
No, put on 8 places at
it
once.
takes a little bit of time, and you get the villagers assembled. They all sort of come into the central square of the town. It appears that roughly half of the people in the village and the nearest farmsteads have gone missing. They've disappeared in the night.
That's
No one's found any signs of struggle or blood. Their clothing, nothing's been taken. It's not like that. Doesn't appear like they've gotten up and just left in the middle of the night.
I've still got my detect good and evil up, radar 30 feet, and it tells me the general direction. Do I pick up any
Nothing
kind
at
of
all.
like?
Nothing at all.
Okay, cool.
Do I pick up a husband?
That's a great. Can we answer that question?
No, never.
In the crowd, you see a very, very attractive and handsome half-orc.
Why is he gonna be a half-orc?
That's you.
Can I roll a general investigation just for the town, what we've been doing here, or is that kind of bundled up in something else that we've already done?
You can roll general investigation. What exactly are we trying to ascertain?
Well, people are missing.
Yep.
Where are they gone?
Where they at though?
I love it. What is the mystery of the entire campaign? Can I roll?
Can I just find the answer to life? Is that alright?
That's it, folks. That's campaign 1. We'll be back in about 18 months.
It was the
Campaign
barkeep all along.
No, so There have been no signs. No one's been able to find anything as to why they might have gone missing by how. You're welcome to roll.
Is there any like patterns within like the people missing? Like, is it all like elderly? Is it all like males?
That's what we can roll some insight checks for.
We'll have to do it.
If you like. No idea.
Can I just roll to like know a thing?
What?
I don't care.
You can roll if you would like to try and see whether there are any connections between the types of people that have gone missing or ages or anything like that. You can roll an insight check.
I just got an 8 for that.
An 8.
I would love it if Eleni could roll.
It's hard to tell. They're all different ages.
Imagine if I rolled a nat 20.
Both male and female, young and old. No children have gone missing. Interestingly enough.
Absolutely fine.
That's funny.
You called it.
Nat 20, tell me everything!
Alright, so
That's Babe Ruth moment.
20 out of nowhere.
Oh, it's a 22 actually. just
Listening to all the people talk about their loved ones that have gone missing, Eleni picks out one common theme, and it is all that they are all religious in some way and follow a deity.
Oh, that's fine, we're going. Don't worry about it.
Different deities, but at some point, the ones that have disappeared all follow and are quite faithful to a deity of some sort.
Oh, you still here.
No idea. Maybe we're more protected.
In this particular town, the main one is Pelor, but there's a variety. So there's some that worship Titus or Evandra. One who worships Sune has gone missing, but that faith seems to be the only connection that you can see.
Can I'd like to head directly to the small shrine
Yep.
that the town has.
Yep.
And I want to check if the attendee or the priest, whoever it was again, is around.
They are gone.
They are gone. Okay.
It's
If
primarily
anything, they are the most
to Eldath. Oh, sorry, not Eldath. Tempest as the primary deity of the Imperium, as the main shrine. But you can see that the other symbols of some of the other lawful gods and lawful good gods are present as well.
What about the unlawful gods?
No overt signs of their worship.
Evil god worship. So does the shrine appear intact, not desecrated, unaltered?
Not desecrated. There appear to be some offerings there, but it just seems to be a typical shrine.
It appears to be holding a drumstick.
I'm going to seek you out.
A new shrine to an owl deity.
That is in like a nice like,
There is
headdress.
one god.
Aside from that one unprecedented nat 20 for investigation, is there anything I can do? Like, is there anything I can hit or any other way I can be of service? Because I've done my one.
Did you share the information with the group?
I skip over to you guys and be like, you'll never guess. I heard a thing and it's useful. And
Well
then
done, Eleni.
thank you so much. And I'm just like, anyway, never ask me for anything again. Except
She's
for
so far.
violence.
She's so far
Could be
being
done
much
by-
more useful.
So every
than
time
the
any
rest of us.
comes in, it's like circles within circles.
It's
These
all,
are
it's
these
all
deep
just
layer after
red
layer, she's
string.
peeling it away.
all connected, man.
And I'm just honestly, I'm like, big girl, big brain. Like, that's how it ended. That's the whole thing. And it's just red string tied to, like, nonsense
Everyone
and sticks.
roll for interpretation. To see whether you can understand.
Oh, fail.
No
I got
idea. I mean,
17.
just words.
Oh.
Just words.
I got a 17 plus something.
Do I get an
What's our
advantage 'cause I know?
interpretation?
Yes.
I'm assuming
19.
it's
Okay.
sleight of hand.
It's like animal handling.
It's alright. You guys
How absolutely dare you?
That's one of my best stats.
You said animal handling.
So, yeah, I'll let you guys get through this fairly lengthy process of telling you what she has, the connections that she has seen.
And I do notice you're all confused, and I just say it's everyone's religious.
As I translate,
Not confused,
you
I'm
literally
actually
see
not
subtitles come up
Just
in
don't
perfect
care.
English as I translate for you.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then, but I like nudge you, and you're like, big girl, big brain at the end.
You go big.
And I'm just like,
I offer you a boiled lolly.
it's just an eyeball.
Yeah, literally. It's actually one of the goblin teeth I just had.
You're like, yes, crunchy. Sorry.
Ew. Okay. Faith.
If it's the religious folks, why don't one of like our religious people that know how to do it with like the candles or with your like hands together, like try and worship one of their main gods and see if something like
Takes
like
you.
clicks. Like if we see like a light surround you or something
Yes.
like that.
Do you
Could
want
be
to
risky.
attempt to try and contact your friend?
Sure. Yes. I'll call to Eldith now, and I perform a a small ritual and say some words in Elven. I appear to the stars and to the earth and to the trees in the distance, seeking guidance.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh god, it's
Oh,
gonna
dear.
disappear.
Oh damn.
Let's see here.
False no.
Uh,
He's gonna be our same light.
70.
I suddenly
6.
appreciate my god. My
76.
it's a very good year.
Good vintage.
The
Who's
Kraken is
76
going to
of
be
the
so
Empire? That's interesting. Stuff did happen in year 76 of the Empire. Alright, so you go through this ritual and pray to Eldath. There's no direct response, but you do get a sense of sort of turmoil in return. A soft wind does blow, very sort of cold and it's changing directions. There's a sense of loss and confusion, but it's also, there's like a static to it, as if the line is sort of being jammed a little bit, being hindered.
I come out of my ritual.
And not a feeling you've experienced before, like that connection is weakened.
The connection is weak, and I can only infer something is not well. And I'm still here.
And that's the main thing.
Aries, yes.
It means that he's not very devout.
In terms of I think not.
Well, you're still here. Evidence to the contrary.
Maybe
Yes.
God's angry with you.
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean-
he's pissed at you.
Maybe he's
It's
not angry
possible.
enough.
It could be the friends I'm keeping.
No, that's not it.
I think we're
I
pretty
don't.
fun.
Yeah. So yes, I think we're making some fine connections here, but it is puzzling that the faithful of us, and I look at Vidiri and then to Ishmael,
Lilith and I staring at the roof.
have
I'm
not
like,
been affected one way or another. Celestial, you said, Ishmael. You detected Celestial.
I would say that I was leaving town pretty much gone from the entire group. But then when I hear it's about religion, and then, I've only just come back into the group.
We see you in the distance. And then
I
you
was
just start
gone.
showing, right?
No, I was
I
gone.
tanned your piece of
No.
string and like
they're
this
not
will
coming with
explain
me.
everything.
I'm gonna go back then.
I'm like, okay, what the
One day we'll be friends, but not yet. Trying so hard.
Okay.
So I pull out a notebook from my bag and I'm just like flipping through things. So you would know Dungeon Master that I spent years studying in various libraries, and part of my order, the Enclave of Valentoul. Is there anything that I may have read around, disappearances of faith? Like, this seems like, if this is the first time this has happened, that's one thing, but this is the kind of thing that if it happened before, I feel like would have been documented somewhere, perhaps in the last 96 years.
Roll me a history check.
That's a good start.
Now, given the background with advantage.
I'll take it. Yeah, so that's 18.
18, okay.
You can read the notes.
So we know Celestial, and we know people have just upped and vanished somehow.
And the bond is weakened. What exactly
What if
is
it's
the bond? Like, how does the god sort of like communicate or like commune with the mortal realm? Like, I have a lot of knowledge, but not in this particular field, unfortunately, so I can't solve the case single-handedly. But I am curious about how gods interact with the realm. Are they just like sitting like on mountains or something? Like, I just don't understand. Just the first.
Aries, this is a question that the devout will ponder for decades, if not centuries, to understand the nature of the connection of the divine. Would that I could explain this to you in a single evening, but I cannot. But do keep faith, find your own, and you might glimpse the divine. I'm not a god myself, but Aries, I have faith that one day
One day
you
you'll
may be.
I already am.
Well,
Then I
I stop myself. No. Don't tell me that. I think that there's one thing. So yeah, there's the check, but although perhaps we should just ask a townsperson whether people regularly up and leave. You know, maybe they left of their own volition. Could there be, a cult? You know, perhaps the religious have converged on some kind of evil, perhaps. Maybe they left of their own accord. Strange as that sounds. Perhaps the celestial ping, maybe. I'm just putting it out there. I'm as lost as anybody on this.
I'm just gonna go to a tree stump and start chopping it up. You guys give me a bell when you need me.
Ishmir's gonna go off, find somewhere secluded, and he's going to contact his deity with 2 words, with questions, reaping, and souls.
I thought you meant like, what's up?
You up.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, actually, can we change
Did anyone
anyone to
see
you
him
up?
like leave, like, because he might accidentally just like phase away?
That's definitely
No.
Okay.
I'm just over there chopping wood.
I did that much longer. You guys
Mitch, you're gonna get a text message.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to get a text message that says you up.
Let me just deal with Falsus's check first.
That's fine. I will wait.
Falsus, you do recall reading something in one of the libraries of the Order of the Seven Sons in your travels about a reaping or a harvesting of souls by the gods of chaos about 1,000 years before the emergence of the Empire. And you know that, in essence, from what you can remember, that it was only the chaotic gods that were sacrificing followers to increase their power.
Only chaotic gods. I'll just mutter to myself at this stage. Oh, surely not. No.
Do you reckon this disappearance is like entirely like widespread? Like we can only like check these few houses around here, but what if like the next following towns or major cities? Do you reckon they've also just faced this massive exodus? Should we like potentially go find someone that might know about these connections or these mortal realms?
I don't know that we'll find them here. There is. And perhaps one trouble at a time. Perhaps we deal with illness first. I look at Lilliput and Vidiri, and then perhaps we see where we land after that. I mean, you could be right. I mean, it could affect the whole realm. We travel north, investigating a strange phenomenon of blight, creeping, corruption. You know, there's a lot of strange things. Vidiri, you've been talking of the stars being off for some time now.
I'll expand on that later.
So there might be a number of things. I noticed Ishmir walking away. Would you like someone to go with you, Ishmir?
Oh no, I'm all good. When I'm contacting my deity, he prefers me to be by myself, focused. I have hearing problems with him, I guess you'd say.
Understood.
Yes. Sorry.
Well, shout out if you disappear into the nothingness.
I shall.
So we can try and save you.
I'm walking the whole time. Yep, no worries.
Shut up.
I'd like to ask so we're kind of surrounded by the townspeople at the moment.
Yes.
The people who weren't abducted. My friends,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you in need of a good lawyer?
I understand in circumstances such as this, you might be considering legal representation.
Compensation.
However,
Have you had a spouse disappear on you?
I must beseech you to consider your fellow neighbors. Now, me and my compatriots are trying to do everything we can to locate your loved ones.
As you said that, I'm just chopping a tree stump.
We are gathering firewood. We are contacting the gods. We are...
I'm leaving.
We are leaving.
Yeah, I'm going.
We are
Can't
scouting
leave us
ahead.
now. People have disappeared. We need help.
I agree.
Find our loved ones.
We will find your love, or we will attempt to locate them. Maybe, can we start?
I mean, if the gods have taken them, then, I mean, how can we help them?
The Lilith makes a very good
But
point.
the gods have taken them?
Well,
Now, calm
that's what
down.
Foster said.
I said no
The
such
gods are
thing.
supposed to protect us.
Do you have any nearby locations of religious significance other than your fine church?
Well, I suppose the largest one would be the cathedrals in Ishvanor.
Ishmael, you said.
Yeah, it's not too far away.
We just came from there. We drew in something. I don't know.
Go in there.
No, I'm like just making fucking stupid statements now.
Well, I might say that the largest building in town is the inn or the tavern. Are you looking to congregate them, or are you asking them to leave the town?
No, I was looking for places of religious significance. my friend.
Well, there's the altar in the middle of the town.
Mhm. Mhm.
Otherwise, yes, the next largest city is Ishvanor.
Let's just brain shop here just a second. I'm going to go around the circle. I'm going to ask everybody to say something of religious significance of a location, a person, a place, just anything that jumps in mind when we say good gods.
Let me open the door.
And
We're
I'd be
gonna
happy
go
to
around the circle and I want to hear your name, where you were born, and something interesting about you.
three things and one of them's false.
If,
Oh god.
if you've drawn in anything inappropriate in the last 12 hours.
I'm happy to bundle up this line of questioning into like an investigation check or an insight. or
Honestly, I'm just
something.
hoping to do something. Any violence on the horizon?
And if you'd like to fight to maybe release some stress, my friend Lenny around here will help you with that as well.
Arm wrestles. Yay.
Just like pull out a necklace just full of human arms, and I'm like, I'm really good at it. I like saw your like necklace of trinkets. I'm like, yeah, no, I do really well.
Cool.
These were the people that beat me.
You wrestle
And
the
now I
arms
do
off
that.
the people. You
Yeah.
don't wrestle the arms down.
Yeah, no, I
Are you
just take them off
are
of
you
them.
heading towards Ishmael? Like what direction are you heading out of town?
I'd say Ishmael, yeah.
Okay, so the first person gets up. My name's Nodon Stone.
No, Don, speak
I've
up.
been living here for about 25 years. You say it never happened before? Ain't no one ever disappeared before?
How can you waste such a good
Right?
voice?
Preach,
So-
no, Don.
I stop walking away and
No,
I
I
come
suggest-
back.
I suggest you head north
Angel popcorn.
and you find that Templar captain. You find, what was her name again? That Solana? That Solana Valrel?
What
You
is
get her down here. She sort this out for us. That's her job. She's supposed to look after us.
Solana Del Rey, you said.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey?
Del Rey.
Damn it, what was it again?
Del Rey.
Solana
Del Rey.
Velro.
Vel.
I don't know if I spelled
So-
it right.
Solana Valrel.
Valrel.
Thank you for your contribution to this conversation, my
Jesus.
friend. Next in line, speak up.
Now I have summertime sadness. Thanks a lot.
You there, Salami Del Rey.
Salami Del Rey.
Alright, my name's Connor.
I'm just
I think he's right. You go find that Solana, you bring her here. My son, my husband, my father, they all disappeared. How am I going to run a farm? How am I going to till those fields?
And where would I find this Solana Del Rey?
Salami Del Rey, that's
She
it.
usually operates out of the... What's that elfin town called again?
Oh, Ishmael.
Ishvanor, yeah, she's up there. That's what
Very
she
good.
does. She goes around, she fights stuff, and she looks after people.
Sounds like a mighty individual. Thank you very much, madam.
She's the warden of the north.
Warden of the North,
Yeah,
you
that's
say?
her title.
Hello, my name's Weller. What taking in blood you've got?
Brother Starlight, what are you doing here?
I want blood.
I know exactly what's happening. Give me some of your blood.
I'm gonna come back to the group now. I think I've had the same issue as you. I can't get through.
Well, look, it's a long shot, but there was a story that I heard some time ago, and I huddle us away. Lilith, stop scaring people. I don't want you to. Just say nothing, okay? Unless it's to us. Fine.
Stands there with like the world's biggest grin.
So
Like,
there was a story in an ancient text that I read. I was but a baby by elven standards, but there was an event some 1,000 years ago where a number of chaotic gods were stealing souls to increase their power. And
Wait, I was actually right. I was making that shit up.
I just thought about what would I do.
I just thought about you can't connect to the gods. Maybe they came down, celestial magic, started picking people out.
Well, that's very intuitive of you. This event was documented as the reaping, the 1,000-year reaping of souls. Now, it was chaotic gods, so I don't know what the connection is, but perhaps, I almost didn't want to, I almost dismissed it, but perhaps there's a thread. Maybe.
I have
No, I don't need any thread. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'm back to shopping with
So-
Oh, I have some as well.
Oh, thank you.
I have arms on it.
So you mentioned these chaos gods. Do they have like the same capabilities as like your normal stock standard good guy gods? Like, are they like capable of like reaping souls?
I think Ishmael would agree with me. It's more about intention than anything. Gods, they're all powerful. They just wield their power in different forms. Aries, you, for example, are mighty of hoof and rapier and imagination, I might say.
I only deal with the realism in the real world.
Sure. Yes.
Never
Of
told
course.
good in my life.
I stand corrected. Whereas as you would know, Fair Centaur, these gods, they channel all manner of things, whether it be everything from food and wine to the sun itself. And they all have great power. It's what they do with it, Aries. And so my understanding, my recollection of the tome was that these were gods of great evil. At the very least, if you remove the polarity of that and took away the evil intent, it was certainly chaotic. It was a time of great upheaval.
And you're insinuating that these gods of like wine and the sun and all that are now doing the same thing as before. You're trying to tell us that the good guys are now becoming the chaos guys.
That I cannot say. Here's what we know. We know that there was celestial in the area. We know that members of faith from households have disappeared. Now, I'm only saying that this event, I have this memory of this story that resonates with these events. That's all. It may be. Why would Eldith reap the souls of her followers? That makes no sense. That would cause great disharmony.
Maybe they're tasty.
Or maybe they're trying to protect them from something else.
Yes, well, that wouldn't be a reaping, would it?
Maybe they're bored.
That's something I would do if I was bored.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You guys, let's come and hang out at a party. Maybe they're partying in whatever plane. Was it Celestia?
Especially if they're gods of food and wine, like it would be a party up there.
Why didn't we get an invitation?
Let's
Maybe
leave
they,
it.
Yeah.
maybe they. So they do hate you because you weren't invited to the party.
I'm very okay with not being invited to the party, Lilith.
That sounds like something a party people would say.
We need to go to Ishmael.
I raise my hand.
The Vara party.
Consider
A
the
party
party
of
people.
investigation, sure. We should go. I'm going to take a leaf out of our well-lit friend's book here and insist that. I just realised what I said.
I thought that was all deliberate. We're a time your pod. Whoa!
Just sound like when I was. Just see this just like 5 millisecond dab.
I'll tell you the story after we finish recording.
I suggest we pack up and go. As for these people, we're going to have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these people will be happy as long as we get them the Solana Val Road.
Salami Del Rey. Yeah.
Salami Del Rey.
Del
Velrel. The salami chick, as long as like we get her, as long as she didn't get invited to the party as well, these villagers should be fine if we leave. Like, we just took care of I just took care of all the threats.
We get to her before she RSVPs.
Anyway,
So,
village people, we're going. Maybe we'll bring you back some cured meats. Maybe we won't. Good luck. Go to bed.
Now, everyone, calm yourself. I'm a priest of Eldith, and with us is a cleric of Pelo. This is Ishmael and Vidiri.
Why didn't they take you?
They didn't.
All the other
They didn't
believers.
get invited
What's
to
going
the
on?
party.
Did you take them?
Who's
You
going to
have
solve
something to do with
all
this?
of your problems?
We did not. We understand your pain. At these times,
Lil and I looked at each other like,
take faith and heart with your gods. Stay faithful. Stay together, villagers of Elnest.
Yeah, stay faithful so they can take you next.
Lilith, that is not helpful.
No, she speaks sense.
No, she's from very far south. She does not make any sense. I mean, at the end of the day, I am but a priest, and you must make the choices yourself for what you will do. But if I were you all,
I get lit.
I would find your way to open your hearts and stay together in these troubled times. There will be a reason for this. There will be. But we must find it together. We must not fall apart. Do not fall into
Make a
despair.
persuasion check. Or, yes, persuasion.
I thought you said persuasion.
That's our role.
I was going to say deception.
You guys are gonna-
Yes,
Speaking truth.
a persuasion check.
18.
Oh, persuasion.
We're gonna have to add our own box down the bottom. It's just like
There should be a dissuasion check. Yes.
18.
18. The crowd begins to calm and they are listening to your words and taking comfort in the message. Where is
Dissuasion.
Carson?
Pranking.
Carson Amand,
Fuckery.
where are you in the crowd, sir?
There's no response.
Oh damn. He's a man of God all along.
Interesting.
What about Frederick? Is Frederick around?
Frederick is around.
Frederick is around.
Stay on task, Frederick. Remember the mission.
He looks up.
Who will lead the town in Carson's absence?
Well, I suppose that would be me, Frederick speaks up, because I have the only other authority in town. But we'll send to the capital for a new town councillor.
It's the replacement.
Also has a drinking problem. Likes drinking piss. Just the usual.
That's how I heard it.
Yeah.
Just like every stop.
Do you like
there,
drinking
town
urine?
councillor.
Come and join the council.
I walk over to Frederick and I
Stop.
clasp his shoulder and I look deeply into his eyes and I say, Frederick, you are now the shepherd of this town. You must take care of everyone as if each of them is your own. Do you understand what you are charged with?
You birthed them, Frederick.
Yes.
I believe in you. I will just save you.
And just for good luck, I'm just gonna
Say-
throw him a guidance. Just for whatever.
So
I-
He can use it.
he starts to gather people around.
Within the next 10 minutes.
Are we each gonna give him a magical gift?
I
Yeah,
just grab his
just
hand and
subtle.
give him the weakest, saddest high five. And then walk up and I'm like, deal with that what you want, my friend.
I see what you did. I walk up and I go, oh yeah, like this.
Everyone's just gonna rub him before they leave.
And then we walk back and go, Simba, you have been blessed. Everything the Forgotten touches.
You do get invited to the party and I just slap his face. And then I walk away.
I literally have no idea what's going on.
Like a young
We
sibling
are
that tries to
going
mimic
north.
the
You saw that
baby sibling
sign,
that tries
Sam.
mimicking
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
that
yeah.
sibling does
We'll
not.
catch up to her on the road.
No.
Aradin, I think we're departing.
Aye, I'll get the horses and cart. He
I'll have to
wanders
catch up
off.
to the deer.
And half of the horses are gone because they're religious horses.
Horse
So you're
Jesus.
joking when you said you go back for the combos?
They praise
Those
the
for a
horse.
second, and then she got weird again. I love
Yeah.
it. It's not,
But oh no, but imagine if it was half the horses gone. It wasn't like half of the number of horses, it was like one half of the horses.
All creatures, every religious creature, squirrel, bug, squirm.
Wow.
Two legs.
That really holy narwhal on the coast. And I anoint you.
I don't know, I thought that was so funny.
In the sky, you see a meteorite.
Should we be worried about that?
Oh, crikey.
Have any of you guys ever seen it before? Is it like, is this a thing that you've been chanting, my guy?
Alright.
We're just going to duck over quickly just to grab a drink.
Okay.
And while you guys can decide what you would like to do.
I just literally want to walk anywhere where there's a potential like danger. That's all I want.
I'm gonna go get all my stuff.
I think we're leaving now. We can leave now,
Alright,
right?
you guys do that really quickly.
You
while
don't
I
carry your
just-
stuff on your person at all times on your second back.
I think we were planning on heading
No.
north.
On our,
Foolish.
are you
My
asking us
travel
if we
packs
leave our
in.
junk in the trunk?
Yeah. That's what mine is.
We know. We are aware.
Did you leave the stuff in here?
This is so creepy.
Or did you have it on you?
Probably on me. It can be on me.
Because you can go back into it.
She got out of bed, came downstairs, went to the town and was like, I'm out of here.
I don't think
You're
we
like,
went
I'm
to bed.
sure with this.
You was one of the first to go to bed.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to bed.
I just expected you to be like halfway to the next town and then turn back around when you heard that guy talking.
4 years.
I can't believe you just wasted all them good voices. There was like 2 voices that were absolutely killer, and it's like, no, for like 2 lines.
And one that was fundamentally confusing. I was like, what words are being said?
Beautiful.
Also, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know what to do when we have to think. I can...
You rolled that nat 20.
Yeah, you
but
did.
that's what I mean, though. One time.
Yeah.
Big girl,
So
big
again,
brain.
so we'll call that-
Only once.
Alright. So we're heading off. It is very early morning as we set off on the road. There are no other travellers about.
Is it all disappeared?
Except one flaming one.
Except one flaming one that you eventually catch up, or how quickly is Videri moving?
No,
Jeez.
not
Well,
going quick, but not necessarily waiting at the same time.
Like,
The
how you
soft
supposed to
glow.
get one to go?
Appears in the distance as you slowly catch up to Videri.
Ooh, I love lemon.
So we'll set
I'll
that.
give you a closer look.
So you travel through most of the morning, and approaching about close to midday, you do see another wagon approaching. It appears to have an escort. So I will just get a marching order.
I'll be behind the carriage.
I'm quite happy to be in the carriage.
I'll be walking next front.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the front. Yeah, in the front.
Drinking a juice
Thank you.
box.
Actually, I'll be on the
So
back.
Lilith at the back.
Yeah.
Faustus at the back.
Overhead somewhere.
You're going up front.
I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm constantly up front for everything.
Yeah, the way you can hit first and ask questions later.
Yeah. I'll ask questions with my now.
So you're at the front.
I guess so.
Where are
Would
you
I
now?
have seen this first before anyone
Yeah.
else?
So they've caught up to you by now. This is a fair few hours, about
So
6
I
or
wouldn't
7.
have not even a little cheeky nothing. I don't know. Can't
Even some
roll
cheeky
for
information.
anything. I saw from a distance.
Can roll.
What were you like? What were you looking
What are you looking for?
So what is? It's just one.
You can see another wagon approaching that seems to have an escort of some sort.
Oh, it has an escort.
Aries at the front.
Yeah, I'll.
Gives me.
I'll be flanking to the side.
Oh, I don't think
I can just be helpful.
Are you a
I'll
more?
just
Actually,
help
if nobody
pull
else
the
is in the
wagon.
carriage with Lolly, but I'm going to go with the carriage.
Well, I figured I can't
Caught
go in
me
the
when we
carriage.
saw this.
No, you can. I'll fit 6 people.
Maybe it's like
On
when
the
you
side.
like next to you, like, walk faster.
I'm just like squinting.
One
Plus,
second.
we got like 1.5 horsepower like car in this wagon, so
You kind of like focus your hair.
ready.
Odin is driving the wagon.
Like a torch.
Yeah.
So wait,
I'll
are you
be in the- I'll be inside.
I try to have the lights on, you know, just to get it.
Lolly puts inside the wagon.
Are you
Right.
Lolliput now, or are you still Duncan Knuckles,
No,
or
as soon as we
Dragon
left-
Ball Sacks, or what?
As soon as we left the town
Harry
border,
Potter.
I discarded Duncan Knuckle.
Okay.
Where if we see him again, who knows?
So-
It's alright.
I was with
See
it.
what we find.
You just
this
whispered their
can-
name
let's
onto
go.
the wing.
So Videri is slightly ahead. So Videri, you see them first,
Mm-hmm.
if you would like.
I would like, yep, I would like to roll and see if I can see any sign of stature. You know, be it if they have a bit of wealth that can be seen, or if there's something along those lines.
Size them up.
Yeah.
Sign them up.
They're all smaller than Aries.
So what you see
Of course. It's the only way for it.
approaching is a wagon led by a team of 2 horses. All right, a team of sorry, just dealing with some things. 2 horses. Leading the wagon, you can see 2 Imperium Legionnaires. There appear to be more on the side of the wagon, and you can see in the wagon there appear to be 2 cages, and figures in each of those cages. Yes. Mage armor, gift of alacrity. All right.
What?
So,
Casting spell.
what's the second one?
Your friend with
I would have done Gift of Alacrity when we left the town, I think. Because it takes a minute to cast. That's my free
Mage armor.
And
So have we seen them yet?
You've seen the wagon. Videri is slightly ahead, so I just put her in slightly ahead.
Is there any point in doing dangerous? It's like using it because it doesn't anything.
Videri, who's ahead?
I call out.
Is danger sense something dangerous or something that's a
GM just
danger
said,
directly?
but back to you.
It just means she can't see the rest.
That's true.
Cages, prisoners. I don't say we. I wouldn't break strides. I wouldn't necessarily stop or hide. Just kind of keep minding my own business. Kind of thing.
Yeah, so
Can we see?
Okay,
Do they look?
Yeah, that could be useful.
Yeah,
Do they look
so-
casual? Like,
What's the range?
is there any urgency about, like, do they look, armed for war? Are they just like, going from town to town?
They are fully armoured. As you're approaching, you can see the ones in the front are in their thick, heavy plate armour. They look alert. There are two on the side that are slightly obscured, and two figures trailing, which Videra you can see. They appear to be Imperial Templars, based off their armour and insignias.
And they do have 2 prisoners?
They have 2 prisoners that are in cages. One appears, you're probably close enough if you want to roll perception
Yeah.
to see how much you can see.
I will.
Yeah, I was about to ask, are they human or dark elves?
So close to that 20.
Yeah, nah. 6?
You see everything.
You can see through the wood.
You can see X-ray them.
What's around the 20? So.
What was it? Sorry, there's some things happening. I'm just having to deal with in.
I didn't see anything, no.
She
You
rolled,
see
she
anything?
rolled a nat 20, you didn't
You
hear
got
it.
a 6.
No, you can't really make out what's happening. You can't see much detail about them. One appears to be a younger human female, and the other is hooded and appears to be a bit larger, likely male. They are both bound, hand and foot, gagged and blindfolded.
Cool. I keep walking, I trust you.
I walk up beside the wagon and I get Lilliput and Lily's attention, and I say, Matt was talking back in Darling about discretion. Both of you must understand that right now, of everything we faced so far, this is the most dangerous moment you have yet experienced here in the Imperium. You must keep your magic and your mouths to yourself.
What is it?
Templars approach.
I like how you told them that and I'm just there like swinging my dick around like it's no one's business. Oh, there you go. I was like, I am an unchecked child in a toy shop.
I'm going to not so subtly say to you, remember these are my friends. These are my friends. Be nice. You are. Just be nice.
Well, it's all you,
Thank
Foster's.
you.
I promise to behave.
Like,
So I
they're
put-
looking at your muscles
like,
and they're like, oi, what you got there?
Stretch out into the magic card.
Just
on your way.
Yeah, so I like put my weapons away and I just keep my
Just behave.
sneaky little sneakies ready to go if I need
I
it.
always
That's
behave,
fine.
thank you very much.
If it kicks off, it kicks off, but
I'm
be
just
friendly while we
gonna
can.
kick off.
I'd like to kind of hurriedly, not so subtly run at them, but just walk rather fast and try to get to the front of the
All you hear is
just
like
like
clank, clank, clank.
yeah, without trying to be too obvious about it. I'm trying
To
to
be
subtly
fair, the clank, 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 clank of Izmir's armour running is heavily, dulled
By
and
the clank,
muffled
clank,
by
clank
the
of
clanking and creaking of their own heavy, very
and the
heavy
crying
plate
of their
armour.
prisoners.
Sweet
yeah.
clank, bro.
Just run
so-
around clank nerd.
I'd like to be at the front, within a respectable distance. I'd like to raise my hand. Hail, friends of the Empire.
What up, brethren?
A question, if I might, gentlemen.
Good day, traveller.
Good day. Do we do like Hail Emperor, or are we going full blown like
Jesus
Kyle Fuhrer?
Christ.
Like, what's the deal with this one? Like, what's
How
the name?
pro
What's the
Hitler
normal
are they?
greeting for that one?
Health to Menard.
what is the?
You,
I should know this one.
a greeting around the Emperor would certainly win you favours, probably.
Okay. Good health to the Emperor. That's a good one. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Well, we're all uncomfortable.
Sounds
So,
correct.
So,
It sounds respectful.
At risk of receiving a line,
Yep.
rather than Hail Caesar,
Yep.
it would be Hail Menard.
Hail Menard. Okay. Good health to Menard then.
Indeed.
Um,
Long may he reign.
Oh, absolutely. The longer the better. Now, weird question for you, gentlemen. Have any of your compatriots disappeared recently for no explanation out of midair? All of a sudden?
No.
Okay, wonderful. No worries.
However, there are rumours
Oh,
of disappearances across the Northern Empire. One of the reasons we are travelling south to make these reports ourselves.
Nice, you've got
All-
two disappearances in the back.
in what's the time frame of this? Was this last night? Or
Well, we've been on the road for more than a day, so but certainly not last night. But the reports that we have are within the last week or so.
last week? Okay. Fascinating. We have just come from the town of Elnast, and it appears that has followed you south, gentlemen. If you are going to report to the Templars, I would suggest maybe letting them know it appears to be spreading south, this phenomenon, rather quickly then. Faster than you lot.
This is grave news indeed. We shall pass this on and incorporate into our report and stop and investigate in this village of Elnast.
Very good. Well, good day.
Safe travels.
As to you.
Who's in the caves?
May Tempest travel with you and watch over you.
And you, brothers. Goodbye.
Make a perception check.
Hey, do you guys know you got 2 tag-alongs in the back?
Criminals!
Do we deliver to the Imperial City?
21.
21.
I won't bother rolling by now.
So, as we pass by,
A tree falls down.
Elaine!
I'm not going to sit them side by side, but as we pass by, and you get to within about 20 feet of the two at the back, the 2 Templars, your all sense of hearing disappears. You've entered in effect, a zone of silence. And they appear to be the centre of a radius of about 20 feet of complete silence.
Sorry, did you say that we were... Like, are we deafened or...
Can't hear
Can't
anything.
hear anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theoretically, it would be deafened status, yeah.
Okay. Well, if I use danger sense, I can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So, does that doesn't change anything?
Oh, that sounds like you can't be deafened then.
Yeah, but am I hearing stuff, or is there nothing to be heard? Didn't
That's an
this,
interesting
did it?
question, because everyone else is silenced and can't speak, so there is no sound. So you can't hear any of them, anything that they make, because they can't make any sound. So it's effectively the same net result.
In space, no one
But
can
is
hear
there
you.
anything
But you can
else?
still, I would say that you can still hear the wildlife around making noise and things like that. Yes.
So,
Is this a tree falls in the wood and no one's around?
Yeah.
okay, you guys are having that. I'm just
Alright.
literally like, is there anything that I can do in this
This is
situation
why
that
you
is
don't
helpful?
silence barbarians.
Can I do a thing? Can I do anything?
Do whatever you like.
Is there anything to be heard?
What Lilith sees is a young girl, probably late teens, early 20s, and an older human male, probably in his 30s. Both are wearing tattered clothing, and they appear to have been whipped and beaten quite severely. They're bruised, battered, and bleeding, and they are bound hand, foot. They're muzzled and blindfolded. And they are within the centre of that radius of the Ring of Silence. As we pass by.
The people, the template, whatever they are, people, claims that are with them. I've already forgotten.
It's a
So sorry.
derogatory term, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So if while we're passing them in that circle, can they hear anything? That absolutely is.
That's what the silence is.
You guys are all silent. I'm like.
I
It's
keep
to
forgetting about the ads.
It's to mask the rage that's going on.
But yeah, so while there's the sphere of silence or quiet zone or whatever you call it, can it, if I was to go up and talk to them, can everyone hear me talk? Or is everyone?
No, they can't. They still
But
couldn't hear
the
you.
guards can't either.
You can hear it.
Well, yeah. The people in the carriage, can they hear if I
You
speak
can
to them?
certainly try.
Fuck yeah. You're all fucked. I'm important for some reason. Wild. Okay.
So how are we doing this? Are you approaching or are you just going to call out?
I feel like we're passing each other, correct?
Yes. Basically not enough room on that, but the wagons are passing side by side at this point.
Yeah. So, if I can ask them, they're gagged, aren't they?
And blindfolded.
And yeah, they can still hear those, so that's fine. Okay. So if no one else can hear, I am going to ask them, can you hear me? Knock your hand against the wagon twice if you can hear me.
There's no response from the male, but the girl appears to react. It's unable to knock because of the binding, but she clearly reacts
I
to
thought
the
you could, like, surely.
She's like down.
Oh my god, give me a peace
So,
off if you can hear me.
To be more explicit, bound in the hands and fingers and hands are completely locked in, so she can't make any kind of hand signals. Which our spellcasters understand probably
Can she
means that she's
nod?
some kind of
Yeah,
spellcaster.
can she nod?
Nope.
Can she do?
So
What?
Nothing. She's
Blow
completely.
bubbles?
She's like full blown mummy man.
Bullshit.
do I notice Eleni trying?
You can roll perception checks if you want.
You can see it, but you can't
So-
hear it. That's why I'm just like.
Yeah. I got it. So I get 19.
Yeah, so you do notice that she appears to be trying to communicate in some way.
So I gesture like sharply. And I fish you with a look.
Roll an insight check.
Shit. Well,
This could
one.
go. This could go. This could be great. This could be great.
It's a 17.
Oh.
It's
I was hoping we would have some
That
kind
side.
of natural one situation where you assume that fossils were saying chop off their heads. But we didn't get that, unfortunately. So you
Kill
notice
them.
Falsus is clearly trying to get you to shut up.
I like to think Eleni sees what she wants to see.
Yeah, you can
I
interpret what you
noticed.
see, absolutely.
Do I care?
But you get the meaning behind it. Do you care? Is up to you.
Okay, so. Look, general group consensus.
We all silence, we can't.
Irrelevant. We're all gonna have an opinion on it. But, I already think these dudes suck.
You see Woollyfoot.
But, if I were to. Okay, what if, hypothetically, I said, yes, if I was to pull out just a tiny little dagger that no one knows I'm carrying, because it doesn't look like a dagger, and we did speak about this at one time. I'd have, instead of like my 2 orc teeth, so fucking stupid. In my jaw, it's like
I'm
been
gonna have to
hollowed.
set up the meetings next to each other now, aren't I?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've like hollowed them out in their sheaths so I can pull my teeth out like tiny little daggers.
I have nothing to stop her from being an absolute menace.
Just quick question for like just more background like meta knowledge.
I haven't done it yet. I'm just saying hypothetically. But yeah.
Because you used to like were parties and he's like friends with the Imperium.
Yeah. I'm
Are
not
you
saying
like part of that household?
nope.
Oh.
You get going.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So you're slowly gotten past them.
Like I said, I'm not starting a fight, just so we're very clear on this.
Going north.
But utilizing the time when no one else can hear me, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, let's say that this is the time when Mitch is talking to them out of the bubble and they can hear each other. While everyone's kind of paused, I've just like covered my mouth so no one, you notice that I'm talking, you don't know what I'm saying. And I'm just like, if I were to make a very small cut in one of the bindings, are you able to pretend that you haven't been bound? Still. Like, are you able to just continue on so we can talk? But like, because if you get caught, they can kill you. Pretty simple.
She wriggles as much as she is able. You don't know what that means.
What this kind of silence? It's just silence?
It's just silence.
Okay, I'm going to use...
I didn't know how else to describe entering it. So.
What you're hearing is nothing, basically.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on...
It's verbal. Nice.
Oh, it's verbal.
Oh.
Rules, Slayer!
Why am I useful in my
Let
It's
the
so
DM.
dumb.
To be completely fair, I'm going to talk about danger sense later.
Yeah, 'cause that's not what it does.
That's not.
That's fine. Okay, well, I
We're
do
just
not.
letting them.
I
fine.
think
Let's
about
keep
it and then
No,
go,
that's what it
I
says.
can't speak.
Huh? I don't know. Talk to him.
So,
you keep walking and get out of the radius if you like.
Yeah,
This is true.
yeah.
Well, if it's not gonna work the way that I think it's gonna work, then I guess I'm not gonna fucking do it, am I?
How far is the bubble of silence?
20 feet.
20? Okay.
I take up half
around
of
the
it.
spellcast is 20 foot.
Am I outside of it at
Stabbing
this
already.
point?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you are.
It wasn't
Yeah,
gonna be
you're
like a
outside.
violent thing, it was
Yeah.
just gonna be a little like,
Just
just cheeky little, so it looks like he's still bound, but like there's enough maneuvering to be able to communicate in some way or another.
If I'm outside of the
Yeah,
20-foot
code checking
radius,
Morse code.
So just give me 1 second.
I was just gonna give it like essentially, so it's like the tiniest little like like slit, so that like a fingertip can come out, and it's gonna be like put it up for yes, put it down for no, but it's gonna be the root finger, and it's just gonna be this.
And then Elaine's gonna be really pissed off. You're like, I just freed your finger. Why are you flipping it off?
I'm just gonna be like, I don't know how to ask questions, man. I never get this far. I normally punch first. But I've been told not to do that.
What about struggle a lot means yes, struggle a little bit means no.
Wriggle once.
Yeah.
Yes. Wriggle twice for no.
Alright, sorry, go video.
can I tell that all the horses and clanking armor and everything all of a sudden is silent behind me?
Yes.
I go, hey guys,
You notice it as you walk through as well, sorry. Yes.
you're all silent. None of them hear me, I presume.
Just me, apparent, but also not.
No one at the back. People at the front of the wagon do react.
Are there some people in our group that have gone outside of the radius?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we're in the radius.
You guys would,
I'm
at the
fine.
back would be out.
Yeah.
As the wagon's passing, you're inside the radius. So
Okay.
by now, unless there's anything you want to do while you're in that radius, you've passed. It started sort of towards the middle of the wagon before the cages. So it didn't cover the troops at the front and it seems to stretch out behind them a little bit.
Well, if they're past us, then no. Have you moved?
So, what Lollipop would like to do is he has a sorcerer feat called Subtle Spell,
Sneaky.
which removes the verbal and semantic components
Sneaky.
from spells. So, I would, in a sneaky way,
I cover my mouth as I say it.
I'm going to use Mage Hand, burning a subtle spell, a sorcery point to cast subtle spell, and attempt to loosen some of the bindings on the prisoners.
I'm glad someone else is on my side.
Click the wrong option. There we go. Sorry, everybody's having some issues in the chat.
Twin and distance.
Alright.
Is everyone in the chat saying you can't do that? You're a dumbass. Because sorry, everyone.
It is some students not doing that.
Trying to figure out his character. But yeah, no, we can't freeze them.
No, I don't mean I've got enhance.
Enhance.
Alright,
Oh,
so we have our subtle spell. Mage Hand to undo some bindings. Roll me a. Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
I am not.
No. So roll me just a general dexterity check for your Mage Hand.
General Dex.
And is he doing this sneakily so people aren't going to notice?
Yeah.
Eesh. 13.
13.
13.
13.
Light lit up.
Which bindings are you trying to undo?
The girls.
Girls, alright. They do start to give way. So I'll leave it up to you on how much you would like to do there.
I want to loosen as much of her hands as I can. And not open her, not like her mouth, nothing around the face. So just kind of freeing up her hands for perhaps some semantic components. If
Alright.
Something she can utilize.
Bring her up.
Question.
Yeah, right? Verbal.
Girl? No.
Maybe she has disintegrate.
She has disintegrate.
Maybe she's a sorcerer.
That's true. Sorcerer with subtle spell.
And she lost her. Alright, so her bindings do come undone. And where is she? See, I've outsmarted myself here. And she can't do what I want her to do because she's in the silence.
I have caused a problem and now I can't solve it.
So, however,
I'm the fucking DM.
We've already
as
not been
I was
following
saying, I
rules,
realised
so-
that that actually doesn't impact her at all because why does that keep pausing on me? So the minute her bindings come undone, she reaches up and pulls the gag off her mouth and raises her hands, mutters something, and a fireball explodes on the wagon.
Oh god damn.
That's my girl.
Boom!
So, here we go.
So we've just been just past that when that fireball.
You guys are slightly
How's
past.
the switch chat going?
We got
AKA out of range of fireball damage.
Two guys down
20 foot.
Something will happen behind us too. So we
definitely
are
not wanting to
already
raise
looking
this.
away.
If your healer goes down in this, I just hope you're happy with yourself.
Now,
I would be unhappy.
the guys at the front are out of the fireball range. They're all in the fireball range. So, what's happening? What's going on with the music?
Something weird is going on.
It just
Because
keeps
my
starting and stopping.
my thing keeps stopping.
Alright, now. Anyway, let's roll some dice, shall we? Let's roll some dex saves first. Just leave the music for them.
Yeah, just
How many are
skip
there?
off on it.
Hopefully level 7 to get that special road
Evasion.
One of them saves on the dex save, so the driver saves the dex save, makes the dex save, and then we get some dice out.
You've only got to open one page with your nose. That's from the
Lilith was told to not do anything, so she's got a spell book there and she's just going.
Starts chewing pages.
She's just like. And then an explosion happens. She's just like.
Wait, if you listen to me?
When the fireball happens, I just turn around and look at you. I'm like, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm still going to look at you disapprovingly because I just figured it's you.
No, there's no way she could have done that. I can't even do that.
Yeah.
That's top level magic there.
I trying to you know I can't do that. I've tried. I can't.
Or you're
do
holding off, holding back on us.
Is there a moment where you look at that little knife and you're like,
Maybe it was me.
If you've ever seen Accepted, where the guy's like, I would have blew things up with my mind. I'm just thinking,
What happens when you cast a fireball in a cone of silence? Will we hear it?
it's just a silent fireball.
We just see people blow it up, right?
silent but deadly.
And then we can hear the
It was
other stab.
anticlimactic.
No boom, just flash,
Just
and then
light
people
it
go.
Right, flash.
Yeah.
Just taking photos.
Alright, so the fireball strikes a wagon and explodes. The horses explode in a shower of body parts, as does
Immediately vomit.
the driver. This guy is still up, but is on the ground and is severely injured and charred most of the skin off. The other prisoner explodes as well, and the two clerics at the back also disappear in a ball of flame, and the silence sphere disappears.
And then you hear that.
And you start hearing the screaming of the guards. There were 4 6s in that roll.
Yeah, I didn't.
So there are the 3 guards turn at the sound and begin running back. The other guard begins getting up. So we're going to roll some initiative.
Initiative!
How many have I got? 4. Oh, it's a bit late. Do you want to go on? It's 9:15. 10.
Yes!
It's entirely up to you.
Yes.
Finish it here.
Well, I'm staying here, so I have no issues. But we do have people that need to work in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be the bummer on that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
We
I will
were
second the
far
bummer.
away.
Alright, that's fine.
Whoa.
We'll take initiative.
So
Then we can think about
I
our
also
actions
had
for
that
a whole
problem.
week.
I was like,
We have a whole week to plan how we're going to
I
take
cast a
it.
fireball.
I say things.
so yeah, we'll hold it there.
I've had 2.5 hours sleep. I need to go to
Do
sleep.
you want our rolls anyway?
I'll just get these guys down first.
Oh, well.
So,
Oh, I already. It's
I finally received
I
that
have
from my
honestly
new
been books
speed,
off.
and I rolled an 11, but got
but I've got to give
19.
the alacrity.
For your initiative?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
alright, so anyone 25 to 20?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's
25 to 20, 25 to 20.
no.
20 to 15.
19 for Aries.
Aries,
16.
16 for Lilith,
Alert is
15
organized.
to 10.
11.
I got 11 as well.
Is me.
Ooh. Do you want to play rollers for it?
And
Yeah.
Figure something out. No, we're gonna go back to back with this going.
I'm down with that. I'll do that.
We're nowhere near.
I'm into that. I don't care. We'll make it work.
Tag team attack.
10 to 5.
It's a
Same
5 for
little
me,
time.
though.
9.
Exact same
5.
Hey!
Or fire.
Forces
time.
and
Zero gets it.
9 for Lolliput.
9 for lollipop, please.
I just jump into the fire.
Uh,
Cannonball.
so we are
See what you
5.
get.
Wait.
So, that's an apple pork
That's
like
that fresh stuff right there.
We will
Well, that's right.
call it there. Our intrepid adventurers will have a week to figure out their actions and what is going to happen and what they would like to
I
do.
was told to do nothing.
As will our
playing his dance
Imperial Templars. Or actually there's Legionnaires that are left now. And our mysterious spellcaster. So thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next week. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thank you. Enjoy your week. See you next
ya.
Thursday.